fucked it up. Sorry, mate. I was just like, no, he's not going to do anything. I was like, quickly, Phil.
I'm introducing the podcast.
Oh, this is
You're a fucking asshole.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's David. Oh, come on, you just fucked it up again.
I'm expecting to click stop and just be like, right, we'll do it again.
I'm not stopping.
I'm still expecting it.
I'm not stopping. You're still expecting it? Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Literally, this stage right now, I'm thinking he's going to date, he's just testing us.
Nah.
This is just...
Or am I?
It's Phil. It's Phil.
No, that's not the order we're doing in.
Gosh darn it.
It's David.
It's me. Phil.
It's David.
And Phil.
No, it's David.
It's Phil.
It's two guys on garage. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Well, after that abysmal introduction.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
A lot of things, but where do you want to start?
The beginning?
Well, I was born to a rape.
To a rape?
Not like two, I wasn't like born. Fucking hell, wake up, Phil. Right, I'm having a drink with this Monster Energy.
Don't say the name.
You said it once before, Monster, they're our sponsor. That's a fact.
Oh,
That's a signed fact.
Well, I'm waiting for Monster to get in touch to tell us that then. Fuck it up.
Right, we got off on the wrong foot.
We did.
I fucked up badly.
It's fine, you're forgiven. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Midget Gems.
You ever seen This Is the End?
Nice. No.
Oh, fuck it then.
Seth Rogen.
Aye.
No.
It's just a class line where one of the guys goes, "Ooh, Jay." It's proper funny, which obviously isn't funny at all, me saying it, but...
No, I think I've got to see it.
Yeah, it's funny because the guy's a black guy and I'm just a fat white guy. He's a fat black guy, so...
You're a fat white guy?
I'm a fat white guy from Massachusetts. So, J. Fitzgerald K.
JFK.
He was the man, wasn't he? He's a great guy.
He was a white knight in terms of American power.
You say white knight though, doesn't that have KKK connotations?
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call themselves the White Knight. You'd expect them to.
I was just referring to him being like a knight in shining armour.
Oh yeah, you discriminative fuck. No, but like, I would quite like to know that actually for a fact if they did indeed call themselves that. I'm pretty sure they did.
Do you want us to find out for you on the internet?
Please. This is why we have the internet. That's why the internet exists.
So you want us to... You want me to...
Just type in White Knight, KKK.
Right. Okay.
Get in, and I'm 100%
You are
correct.
the White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
So, according to this podcast,
They are the most...
JFK was a member of the KKK.
That's not how I intended it, Phil. So, these are the White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, and they are considered the most militant.
So they're the bad guys.
They're the biggest motherfuckers.
They've got the nicest name, the White Knights.
Oh, I'm a canny.
But they're actually the horriblest cunts.
But no, tonight we're going to be talking about, well, JFK, but we'll talk about other things too. The assassination. Phil, simple question. Inside job? Lee Harvey Oswald, what do you think? Who did it? Who killed Kennedy?
I think my personal opinion is, somewhere down the line, it's got to have been like an inside job.
So what we're talking CIA, we're talking mob, the mob?
I think more likely to be CIA. A lot of people point towards like the Secret Service, but if anything, if the Illuminati and all that does exist, then it was them.
Yeah, it was the powers that be, wasn't it?
Yeah, the ones that are really pulling the strings behind the scenes.
The people behind the scenes. Do you know what was most interesting to me? Is the fact that it wasn't just the one shot.
Yeah.
People think it's just the one shot and he's dead. No. There's multiple shots. He gets shot through the back and it comes out in the front of his neck.
Yeah, arguably.
Arguably?
That's what the official account is, isn't it? That it goes through the back. Either way, like, I'll get back to that. But yeah, he does. You see it in that clip, don't you? Where he's like brings his hands up to like his chest or his neck.
Yeah.
And then he gets absolutely nailed with
in the
a
head.
massive, brutal headshot.
It is brutal. I mean, watching it today, and fair enough, you've got all these beheading videos, which we've mentioned before, and that they're disgusting. They're really graphic. But for the time, that was pretty gnarly stuff.
Aye, definitely. The guy's head just got absolutely jacked. And the shit quality of the footage adds to it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, makes it just seem even crazier.
Footage-wise, it's kind of like quality of the footage-wise. It's similar to the Bigfoot footage, that grainy sort of old school.
Did that come out as being a fake? That particular. I mean, obviously
the bloke,
it's fake. Fucking hell, it's got to have been.
The guy that released the Bigfoot footage, he was a known con man.
How dare he? And
so that's one of the reasons why a lot of people doubt the footage. And there was somebody who came forward and they said that yes, I was in that suit. But it's the Gimlin footage, the Gimlin film. But a lot of people still think no, it's real.
Idiots.
Shall we watch it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's have a look.
It's got a nice arse on it, hasn't it?
He's got a tight ass.
Hasn't it got tits as well though?
Looks like it.
Which is that's dedication, that, from whoever designed that suit.
It's commitment.
Patterson footage. That sounds more familiar. I've heard that Patterson footage.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, very shaky fucking cameramanship.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's got tits, like. It's got nice tits. Hairy, but...
He's just walking as if he's, walking to the shops and somebody shouted at him and he just turns around.
It looks like someone's shouting at somebody else and he's turned. When someone's shouting at someone, you turn, think it's for you, and you're a little bit embarrassed. You're like, oh shit, that wasn't for me.
Maybe it was Jesse Ventura shouting at him.
Oi, Bigfoot! Turn yourself around, I want to see the conspiracy.
Oh, fuck, I was going to try it. Show me the conspiracy.
Show me the conspiracy.
So what do you think?
What?
No, about this Bigfoot footage.
I think it's totally fake.
Yeah.
But it's mint though. I just can't believe that.
That's the biggest mincer of a Bigfoot I think I've ever seen. Oh.
Especially when it's moving backwards. Yeah, the way he's like swinging the arms with the old limp wrist action there.
Yeah.
I just find it weird that they designed a female suit. Because adding tits is a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it?
There's definitely breasts on that.
Yeah. Like, you'd expect them to go, alright, let's do a Bigfoot vid, and then just make it like a male suit because it's easier. It's flatter, it's like not much extra shit to hide in there. Because I don't see no dick.
Yeah. It's funny, because I've been doing this is kind of off on another tangent. We've gone from talking about JFK to talking about Bigfoot, now we're going to talk about big cats. But I've obviously done a week of chainsaw training, and I was talking to the guy that was taking charge of the training, and me and him got talking about the subject of big cats, and he says there's definitely big cats in the county, whether that's lynx, panther, just big cats. They're definitely kicking about. He knows people that's seen them, and he's seen the prints, so that's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Totally don't think of England as harbouring any kind of larger than a house cat.
I mean, these will all be escaped, sort of.
What, from zoos and shit?
Yeah, or private collections.
So there's nothing like that indigenous to England?
No, not now.
Huh.
No.
That's kind of fucking skitsy.
Yeah, I mean, I've just found out that there's wild boar near Gateshead.
Really?
Yeah. I won't say the name of the woods in case people poach them.
One of them would jack you up, one of them.
Oh yeah, where they're okay, but if you get in between them, not on purpose, but if you get in between them and the piglets, then they'll come for you, and they can do some serious damage.
Yeah, I bet.
But to have them kicking around, not far from here. Strange, isn't it?
What they taste like? Do you think they just taste exactly the same?
Fantastic.
As bacon. As bacon.
Well, you can eat wild boar, so I assume it does probably taste quite nice.
I bet it's absolutely lush.
Definitely. So, going back to JFK, we were saying about the footage. and how it still holds up to being quite brutal today.
It certainly does. But when you mentioned about him being shot in the back,
Yeah.
and like coming through from behind type of thing.
And then apparently coming through the front of him, hitting, what is it, Senator Kennedy?
Connolly.
Connolly? Hitting Senator Connolly, going down, like going into Senator Connolly's back, coming down.
Hit his wrist.
Hitting his wrist, into his
And
leg.
then went into his leg.
And then bounced out.
Yeah.
The magic bullet.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. But have you heard about the doctors that sort of like checked out Kennedy's body before they started tampering with it and stuff? And
They tampered with his body.
we'll get there.
Oh. See, I don't know about this bit.
Well-
I'm excited, Phil.
Well, basically,
Better not fucking disappoint.
Oh, fuck it! Don't you worry. This is gonna be interesting shit right here. Two guys, one garage. So these doctors, I wish I could give you some names, but I didn't take any notes. But they noted that the wound in the neck was actually an entry wound,
Ah.
and that
Oswald was meant to be behind.
Oswald was behind, so that suggested that he'd been shot from the front, and he heard about the windscreen, the bullet hole in the friggin' windscreen of the what they call it, the Lincoln Continental, what a class name for a vehicle.
That is pretty.
That was totally
epic.
covered up, if that indeed was true. But that was claimed that there was a hole through the windscreen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And what they said from there was that the car was sort of like hidden away and taken to some random Ford plant in like, I can't remember, was it Chicago? I've got no idea. Either way, it was taken away and supposedly the windscreen was taken out and they put in a brand new one just to like sort of like hide it. Like these guys actually had to work on it and like measure up for a new windscreen for that car and fit it.
That's mad.
And we're sort of like told, don't ever say anything about this or we'll fucking kill you. Well, I made that bit up. I assume they were warned not to fucking say anything.
That's crazy. That's crazy. There's so much, there's so many strange circumstances surrounding the assassination of JFK.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite clear why they would do it. It was all to do with the Vietnamese War, wasn't it? And the CIA and Cuba.
Why the government would do it?
Why they'd kill him off.
See, what I understand, like my belief why they would have done it would be one, because of his amazing secret society speech, which he came out with and pointed out that there was people behind the scenes trying to tamper with policy and decision making and all this, and trying to like essentially fuck with the population. And also, wasn't he planning on like bringing out a currency to run alongside the Federal Reserve's currency? Because the Federal Reserve's like privately owned, isn't it? It's not federal. and what you get from that is just like guaranteed debt. Like the people never escape from the debt, because that is like a podcast in itself. I would have to watch all
the monetary system.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
no, it's a bit of a fuck on you in debt to money that never exists.
Yeah, like
but
you've got to conjure money out of thin air and stuff.
Yeah.
But so he was going to try and issue this currency that was like sort of not going to be putting its people into debt. I didn't really look into it that much, but that was all I needed to know to go, well, that makes sense. Because when they talk about like conspiracy and Illuminati and all this, it's always the money, the banks, and the issuing of currency. It's always those areas that these guys are meant to like run, isn't it?
Well, if
like
that
the
is,
Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all these.
If that is true, it makes perfect sense, because money rules the world.
Exactly.
Even if you don't want it to,
it's the one thing that
it
corrupts everyone.
Yeah.
And so I thought, he's trying to expose secret societies. He's trying to get the press to report truthfully about things and not like put too much spin on stuff and just be objective. He's trying to say that there are people behind the scenes that have their own agenda, separate from like his party or any other party, and that they're trying to, as I say, pull the strings and stuff. So he's trying to expose all that, and then he's trying to issue this new currency. For me, those two, well, even just one of them would have been enough for them, like, to go. whoever they are, for them to go, yeah, this guy's got a gun. Yeah, he's too honest. The guy's too fucking honest.
You know, I think it's interesting as well how they've pinned it on Oswald, who apparently was a CIA insider. He wasn't the best with weaponry. He was just a radar man in the in the army, and they've pinned it on him. But it's funny because where he's said to have shot Kennedy from, the exact spot in this building, it's cordoned off to the public. It's been left in situ, exactly how it was.
Yeah. John's pretty good. There's a plaque outside of it, I think, that gives a description of like the history of the building and stuff. And then it says something like, "This is where Lee Harvey Oswald allegedly assassinated." And I was like,
that's cool.
Pretty good that they put allegedly and didn't just like flat out say, "Yeah, this is where Lee Harvey Oswald definitely, for a fact, killed Kennedy."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, well, he allegedly did.
That's cool.
Interesting.
I definitely think it was an inside job. There's no, we've discussed 9/11 before, and we've discussed how it's possible that it was a complete inside job. There's aspects of it that kind of aren't as inside-y as we want them to be, and there might be some conspiracy makers out there who take things too far. But in terms of John F. Kennedy, I think without a shadow of a doubt, it stinks of dog shit.
Yeah,
and it's a total inside job.
It's similar to 9/11 in the sense that like the people that were designated to protect fucked up badly. Like on 9/11, NORAD and all that, they just didn't respond in a timely fashion and whatnot. And in the case of Kennedy, are you seen the footage of the Secret Service guy that's like jogging alongside the car?
Yeah, you see the one that tries to jump in the back of the car or something like that in the footage?
Well, this is earlier on.
Oh, right, I think I missed that.
Well, that's this dude, like, I think it was the protocol to, like, for them to, like, accompany the car because it was travelling slowly, so the guy was, like, jogging along, and then his like, superior, the Secret Service, like, boss of the day, said, like, nah, like, stand down from that, don't do that, and the guy, like, holds his arms up as if to say, what the fuck, like, wait on about, this is what we've definitely got to do, and so he was totally confused by that, and so they fucked up there. And the order of the cars in the motorcade was supposedly like it didn't follow like protocol. So like his car should have been in a different position. Like I would imagine. So yeah, covered. From one end to the other. So probably like in the middle between these other cars, like, and the police and stuff. And they repositioned it. And obviously that drives the conspiracy guys wild in terms of thinking. So they got the SS guys to stand down.
Yeah.
And they've totally like repositioned the cars in a way that opens up Kennedy.
He's in an open top car.
Yeah.
Not even the Pope goes about in an open top car.
So there's a little fishy that like.
And apparently this is me watching a Jesse Ventura video here, but apparently the way that the motorcycles were lined up was almost like what would you call it, man? Like a target site. The way they were like either side of the car. Both sides, it's like trackways, and from the point in the building, apparently that was like a
guide.
A guide, yeah.
Mad.
Whether that could be conjecture, you could be reading into that, but
and that's another thing though with the rifle and that. Well, there's so many things, isn't there? But
it's the amount of shots apparently taken on that rifle.
Yeah, and the rate of fire and
impossible. It's too much of a sluggish gun.
Yeah, that you couldn't like fire off 3 bullets in that like short space of time.
Not at all.
I mean, I know absolutely nothing about bullets.
A lot of people have tried it. You've got obviously Jesse Ventura's tried it, but there's a lot of like. I don't know if they were like what were they?
Proper
sort of like
sniper dudes.
Yeah, that's that. Like
elite
fully
level.
Trained elite snipers. They've tried. They can't do it. You can't get the rate of fire from that height to hit that target at that range that quick. It's because multiple guns were fired that day, man. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
The official version did it say 3 shots, but then a lot of witnesses heard anywhere between 3 and 8 shots.
It was 3. How many shots was it?
I think officially it was.
Was it 3 shots in 7 seconds or something?
Something like that. But yeah, it's like again a lot of questions. We kind of need them answering.
I like the fact that Oswald went to cinema.
Yeah,
without paying. He just went in.
Was that after he supposedly shot the cop?
Yeah, and then apparently he was walking around the cinema. Apparently, was he looking for his handler? Who was he looking for? Because he was going from seat to seat looking about. He didn't just go in and sit down. He was walking about inside there.
And got some popcorn.
Well, that's the first thing you do after you've killed someone. You go to the cinema.
Oh, totally.
Sneak into the flicks and see what's on. I haven't been to the cinema for a while. Let's head down.
Good place to hide, like, and it kind of. You know, in the dark.
Not when you just like sneak in.
But you're sort of like. Trapped.
Excuse me, sir. Could you pay for your ticket? No.
No, but I pay for this gun. Yeah.
It's very, very
poor old
fishy.
Lee Harvey Oswald, who claimed to be a patsy.
You know, maybe he did fire at least a couple of shots, but
yeah, he just heard gunshots and he was like, "Oh fuck this! I'm gonna start shooting now." Yeah.
It's very strange.
Well, that guy
very
himself strange. Is like, if you're gonna try and pin it on anyone, he would be a good one to try and pin it on, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
With his communism or communist like sympathies and stuff.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Because all these sort of like lone nuts, have always got like shady pasts and things.
And that serves as part of like the official stories, like.
Well, yeah, it gives the public a figure to point the finger towards.
Hey, I listened to him when he's when he was paraded in front of the press.
No.
It's only like a minute clip or something, but he's it's pretty weird. I don't know what to make of it. Like, I kind of feel like that guy is hiding something. At first, when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, he's a patsy, just as he says. But then as I watched it again and again, I was like, something seems fishy there. Like as if he's almost smiling at points. No, like he's trying to like hide a smile, like haha, I know something you don't know.
So he was shot live. Sorry, that was the computer.
Oh, he was shot live, but that was before he was shot. You actually gave he was paraded in front of the press. Believe it or not, like something that never ever happens. Now, you don't get people that have just been like arrested, stand in front of the media, asking answering questions and stuff. But that's what they did. It was weird. And it seems like he's trying to like hide this smile. It's just something I know. I could be wrong.
Did you watch the shooting?
Yeah, definitely.
I've not seen this.
So even there, it was like he was smiling. That's gotta hurt. So badly handled. Like as if they didn't expect that was a possibility. You know, like some absolute massive patriot just be like, "No, I killed my president." You would just contemplate that first of all when you're transporting him somewhere. Just be like, "Yeah, someone might totally come up and shoot him here, so let's do it on the hush, like so no one's there."
It was ridiculous, wasn't it? That was so badly handled.
Did you hear it? This is like yet another conspiracy within the conspiracy. Did you hear like the beeping of the horn beforehand? You hear like a couple like car beeps.
Yeah.
And I've read in one of the comments on one of the videos that someone said, yeah, that was the signal for Jack Ruby to go and shoot the guy. That was like the sign.
Where's the evidence of that though?
Oh well, absolutely none.
No.
It was just some random comment on YouTube, and I was like, huh, interesting.
Lee Harvey Oswald speaks to the press.
Yeah, go for that one.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
In the wake of the Kennedy assassination, the Dallas police, on the one hand, they were committing all of the resources to trying to solve the crime. On the other hand, they were ill-equipped to handle this tsunami of reporters.
Well, I was with my judge whenever I protested at that time that I was not allowed to.
In bringing Oswald out, they were, of course, doing something that you would never see happen today. But they were trying to cooperate with the press with the understanding that there would not be questions shouted at him.
Did you kill the president? No, I've not been charged with that. In fact, nobody has said that to me yet. The first thing I heard about it was when the newspaper reporters in the hall asked me that question.
You have been. Nobody said what?
Sir?
You have been.
Nobody said what?
Okay, we can't hear you. Okay. What did you do in Russia?
I don't think he shot him.
See, that's what I thought when I first watched it, and then when I watched it a couple more times, and at the end of, you know, when he says, I'm no body language expert, but when he says nobody, or something about, I asked me that question, weird how he said asked like a black guy, asked me
Didn't
that question.
ask me.
and then he sort of like just sort of like looks up a bit and like sort of like tries to hide a smile. That's the way I like interpret it. I was like,
I think it's just his awkward body language. He seems like quite an awkward sort of character.
see, I felt like he seemed really calm for what people were saying that he was going to get done for. You just killed the president. I'll be like, yeah, I have no idea, mate. Absolutely nothing to do with this. Yes, I had a gun in there 'cause I'm mental. I have guns, but it had no to do with me.
I'm gonna see if I can put that bit on again where he speaks like a black man.
Asked me that question.
You have been. Nobody said what?
I don't think that was him hiding a smile. I think he was just, my personal opinion, that was just his strange, like, sort of awkward way of answering the question.
I disagree because he seemed really calm to me. On the few like short clips that you see of him and stuff, and when I read something that he's like an interview with his brother, which made us think, maybe on somewhere there. His brother believed 100% that he did it.
Really?
Right? His own brother, and he said that he would like the idea of knowing something that other people didn't know because it would make him feel powerful.
Really?
And I thought, interesting. Like, I wish I could get like a body language expert to look at that and just to see if that was like a telltale sign of someone, you know, like what emotion that represents, like that tiny little thing. Because it's always small things in body language, isn't it, that like reveal like the truth and that about what people are thinking and feeling.
Apparently so.
And
Apparently,
I would just like to know what that meant. Was it like, as you're saying, was it because he's just awkward and fell out of his depth, or was it like alluding to some sort of guilt, or at least some knowledge that he wasn't letting everybody else know about, you know? Either way, interesting cat.
very interesting.
There's a good interview with his daughter as well. His daughter was like just a baby, I think, like 2 or something when he died. But when she was much older, footage looked like it was from like the 80s or something.
Right.
She was doing this like television interview, and she was like really level-headed. I was really impressed with her.
Oswald's daughter.
Yeah, Oswald's daughter, and like the way she was handling the questions and stuff, she wasn't like going, "Oh, he was definitely innocent. It was an inside job," but she wasn't going the other way either. Like she was trying to like stay down the middle and just say like, "There's definitely questions that haven't been answered, and there's definitely been answers that lead to more questions." You know what I mean? Like from the Warren Commission and other like authorities that have tried to like weigh in on what happened and stuff. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's interesting. Like, but the brother was just flat out from this one interview. I don't even fucking know if it was real or not, but I presume it was. But he was just flat out like, yeah, it was definitely him. It was like, yeah, he would have definitely done that.
Again, the problem with conspiracy is the amount of questions that there is.
And
With a conspiracy, the moment you take the first layer off a conspiracy, you just all of a sudden you're bombarded with multiple paths you can take with dozens of questions.
yeah, and so many people become fucking experts, don't they?
Yeah.
Like
To the point where they can be obsessed with the idea. Maybe even if they're wrong.
exactly, and that's one of the. I was thinking about this earlier. Like going down the conspiracy route is just as bad as those who are completely opposed to conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because it shuts you off from the other point of view, doesn't it? Like, because then you could be presented. Say if you believed in like a 9/11 conspiracy, and then they showed you some really good evidence as to why the official count was true, such
Yeah.
as a plane flying into the Pentagon, footage from inside the buildings as they were collapsing, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
If you were like really into that conspiracy, you'd still try and find new reasons as to why that was a lie. Like,
I think
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it just,
there's some strange conspiracies linked with 9/11, like the fact that apparently the planes that hit the towers, there was never any planes there or something, which is really strange.
I know, that's it. That's what you get though with the conspiracy lot. Is just It's almost like a fucking game. See who can come up with the craziest shit.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
But
It is.
at the same time, are you going to be naive enough to believe everything you're told?
Well, some people are. Some people are
Most people probably are.
willing to take everything the media and politicians say to them on face value. Yes, that's what he said. He means it. Come on, behave yourself.
Yeah.
Behave yourself. They'll spin you a story if they
Oh,
can.
totally.
Totally. If
Well-
they can get away with doing it, they'll do it.
That's the thing, like, and that's why Kennedy was such a legend from the small amount of shit that I've read and listened to about him, because of like what he comes out with.
Yeah.
Like some of the speeches were just amazing and truthful,
Really good, really
and
good.
honest and open, and that's what he was all about, like honesty and stuff. You know, like to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
and you just don't get that at all. Like he seemed like a genuine guy, but when you're listening to somebody like a couple of years back, Gordon Brown. Someone like that, you're like, what the fuck is that guy doing, bro? Like, just a sack of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I don't trust any politicians.
It's like Ed Miliband. Can you really trust a word Ed Miliband says?
Yeah.
You know, come on, we've got to do it, come on.
He honestly, he comes across in a way to me that, like, just, I think I've said this about a few people, but definitely him, in a way that makes me want to just beat the shit out of him. It's like, what the fuck is that guy? How is that guy ended up in charge of a political party? I don't understand this. He's so, like, disingenuous. He just looks like he's lying constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, he might not be, but like it's just, it just doesn't. It seems like he's on autopilot, like bullshit autopilot. You know what I mean? And it does my fucking head in. I want to kick his ass. Cameron, don't really give that much of a shit about him.
Yeah.
People are probably just like puppeteering him, but
I think so. He seems like the sort of bloke that'll, if somebody above him said, you know, jump
over.
Cameron, he'd say, oh yes, how high?
bend over, Cameron. Take it in the butt, Cameron. You're not the Prime Minister.
Let's watch the footage of
Or the actual
the actual footage of being shot. Yeah,
You go lover.
it's a bit macabre, like, but right. Let's have a look.
The weather couldn't be better. We have a brilliant shot at this moment, and here comes the president now. In fact, he's not.
No,
Zapruder.
here we go. Now watch in the footage here. Just watch it closely. There. See, something's not right there, is it?
Yeah, I think he's been nailed by then, hasn't he?
Yeah. And then she comes in. Boom.
Fucking launch.
That's gory, that, like, isn't it? See, in Connolly, he's down.
Yeah, he got lashed. He didn't realise he'd been shot at first.
See, look, he's been hit there. See, the president's
Yeah.
just been shot. There's Connolly. He's down again. Oh, did he get hit again there? You can see the bullet hole in the back. You can see blood in him, unless it's splattered from Kennedy.
Yeah.
That is nasty.
God, that's so weird.
I bet they didn't expect this footage to ever exist. In fact, this footage was locked away for a long time. See, that it just takes the top of his head
I
off.
don't
man.
understand though. Like, that looked like the side of his face. Like, it didn't look like the back of his head, like the autopsy shit shows.
I think what happens is it hits the top and then it kind of comes down like a flap of skin.
But it definitely isn't on the back of his head though. Like right at the back. It's not,
No.
It's definitely there, isn't it? There, because you can see that on an audio podcast.
So are we saying that the front shot there in the front of his head is an entrance wound or an exit wound?
Oh shit, that's a good point, isn't it? Because the exit wound is the biggest wound, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that would suggest that it probably. Oh fuck. Yeah, let's watch it. Fuck. So that probably did come from behind. But then again, I am absolutely no expert on ballistics.
You see, it's that bit there when he's.
See, but that seemed to like shoot him back slightly,
It was definitely a front shot. That.
which goes against the Warren Commission.
Yeah. Okay, so watch. Obviously, he gets he gets nailed. First of all, just after we're past this sign, okay?
It's so gutting that the fucking sign just happened to be there.
And then, but don't look at Kennedy. Look at Senator Connolly, alright? Okay, watch. You see?
Yeah, he reacts. He sort of like reacted as soon as Kennedy did. And now it's like, is he like that jumpiness? Is that him reacting to the sound of bullets and shit? Because or did he get shot twice? Because he got fucking shot. It affected his back, his wrist, and his leg, didn't it?
Yeah, apparently. The magic bullet that was intact.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't think there's no video footage of the assassination with sound, is there? Actually, this one. Right, it's all that. You see, that's funny because it had sound for the headshot, but
you didn't hear the other one.
You didn't hear the other one.
No. God, it's brutal. Though.
What are you thinking?
Thinking, fucking hell, there's a song line that we just don't know yet again. But then it's a case of, well, maybe we do know. Maybe the official report is true. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think about conspiracy. You know, when they say like, I guess we might never know. Well, what if we actually do know and we're just looking for a conspiracy that doesn't exist?
What? So you think that what if it was just Oswald?
Yeah.
And we're looking into it for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah. And that the truth is out there. It's just you haven't chosen to believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe something snidey was going on there, like personally, but you know, it could have been just him, like. And a lot of people that do these computer like models,
Yeah.
trying to remake it, they tend to say, "Oh yeah, that was totally possible what he did." Not so much in being able to reload the gun and fire off those shots so quick, but the angles and stuff. They say, that matches up with the 6th floor of the school book depository or whatever it was called. So that gets you thinking, like, oh fuck, you're always tugged one way and then the other, aren't you, when you're like looking into stuff? You're like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh no, it's definitely conspiracy, and then like, oh no, it was probably wasn't at all, and you're like, oh wait, yeah, it was a conspiracy, nah, fuck, and then you just end up exactly where you started, not knowing anything.
Going in circles. I still believe it was an inside job.
Yeah.
I won't be swayed on this one. I keep an open mind, but I just think there's too much
fuckery afoot.
Too much fuckery afoot for this. Yeah.
When he starts mentioning secret societies, for me, that was enough to be like, yeah, he must have been the biggest candidate in the world ever to get assassinated.
Yeah.
Trying to highlight the conspiracy of all conspiracies.
And it's murder, isn't it? Assassination at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just murder.
That's not nice.
And if your government can murder you, then
yeah, if the fucking leader can get murdered, then no one's safe.
no one's safe, especially not now.
In one of his speeches, as well, even the secret society one, he says like oh, a lot of people will try and use this idea of like safety as a way of taking away your rights and stuff like that. He didn't word it like that, but that's what he was saying, and that he wasn't going to do that. That he was going to like protect the Constitution and stuff like that. But then what have you had since his death? People using this like pretext of like safety as a way of validating them, or justifying them taking away the fucking rights and absolutely hacking away at their own constitution.
Yeah.
No more so than the Patriot Act after 9/11.
Very
what we need,
good, strong point.
What we need is to bring back Kennedy from the dead.
Zombie style.
Clone him. Put him in charge of every single country in the world. And take it from there. He was kind of good though, like, because he wasn't that. To an extent, you could say he was naive, but in other ways he wasn't, because he was talking about like how he wanted peace and all that kind of thing. But he said, but like genuinely want it, you know. And he says, we're not going to get that by like just lying back and getting rid of what army and shit. He was like, no, we're going to have to be strong enough so that if we were attacked, we could retaliate in a way that just crushed them. But they have to know that. So he was up for like spending like a lot of dosh on like the military and in nuclear, the nuclear arsenal and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, we need that. We do actually need that shit for safety, but more as a deterrent.
Mm-hmm.
So if Russia or whoever do want to start some shit, then they know that they're going to get some shit and that they're going to get obliterated.
Yeah.
And he was going to use that as a way of like sort of fostering peace in and around the world by them being so powerful. And I thought that totally makes sense. Like it seems weird that like we're so dumb that we would need that. But I was like, that does make sense.
No, that does make sense.
Because if you go in, like, if you have the best ideas in the world and all that, and you try to spread all these, like, these democratic values and shit like that, but you can't, like, back it up physically, well, people, not that I'm saying you need to invade people.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have the best idea of how to run things. Like, how to have peace in the world. But there'll be another country that'll be like, them idiots have been focusing on peace in the like totally decrease the military budget. So let's go in, jack them, take the oil,
take the resources,
take all the resources, and now they're part of us. Now we've expanded our empire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So to an extent, you do have to have like a strong military presence, especially if you're going to be the country that's trying to dictate values, morals across the world. You know.
Yeah.
And that guy's dead. That guy is dead.
Phil, you are grim. I'd love to know what the listeners are thinking in terms of the assassination.
What, like, as to whether or not they believe?
Yeah.
it's a
So
conspiracy?
whatever format you're listening to, listening to this podcast on, comment below. Let me know. Let me know what you think.
I think it's safe to say we both believe that there's some form of a conspiracy somewhere down the line here.
Yeah.
And that we haven't been told the whole truth.
What we need to do is we need to Skype Jesse Ventura, and then
Flash him.
he can be a bastard and like shoot me down because we don't know jack shit compared to him. He's been studying this since what, 1985.
Or we could just totally roll over and be bitches to him and be like, yeah, oh, that sounds totally realistic.
Jesse, you're spot on, mate. You bang on there, mate.
Jesse, whatever you believe, I believe.
What about the magic bullet theory?
And now the magic bullet was so class.
So our conclusion is inside job.
Mm-hmm. On this one,
certainly from my point of view.
9/11, not so fucking sure anymore.
Yeah,
but JFK,
without a doubt.
Yeah, got to have been the money thing. The currency and the secret society thing. The speech
exposure.
That for me, that is enough.
Maybe he said too much. Maybe he's got to be shut down. Do you know?
I suppose you've got to really, because that guy was he was too good. He was too honest. He was too open. He was too truthful. We can't be having that, man. We're trying to fucking.
We're kind of a
trying to
politician.
pull the wool over the eyes of the population here. We're gonna have them tell the fucking truth, man. Jesus Christ, get rid of him, man. How the fuck did he end up in bloody in the hot seat? Jesus Christ. And bang, he's gone.
He's gone. Just like that, bullet to the head.
Didn't he? It was Kenny that banged Marilyn Monroe, wasn't it?
Apparently.
See, I think that adds credibility to the guy, because I think that's what you would do as a normal fucking man. Like, if you're the most powerful guy in the world, you're going to be able to lay anyone you want. And if someone like that comes knocking at the door, then as a normal, real man, I'm not saying real men cheat, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like that's what humans would do. So it was proof that he was a normal human fucking dude. That he, let his dick call the shots.
Have you?
Are you typing in genitals right now?
No. Have you seen this? As this curvy like model that looks like
get in.
Marilyn Monroe. She's called.
Please press enter.
Gia Geneva or something.
Oh god.
I'm not sure how you spell her name.
My heart's racing in anticipation.
I want to show you what she's like. So that's how look. Why is it not coming up? Oh wait, there it is.
That is an old guy with glasses.
That is an old man. Shit.
Dude, I've got a semi-boner here in anticipation, please.
Here we go. Alright.
Dun, 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 dun. What is it about busty redheads that just makes me...
She dyes her hair blonde, but... She's like a Marilyn Monroe look like.
I like that better with the red hair, man.
Yeah?
Fucking hell, man. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight when I get back in. I'll shit you not, that's going in the phone. Straight in the notes. Just literally keep that up, mate, 'cause I need to put the name in. I've done this many
Phil,
times.
we're live.
Are we still live?
We're live. Well, you can do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
What the hell's that off again?
Bill O'Reilly.
Oh,
Do it live.
he is a nutter, him, like.
Do you want the last midget gem, Phil?
You take it.
Oh, cheers. Well, I've ate the rest of it, so.
I'm at a calorie surplus, as you can tell, so I'm alright.
So what is it about busty women?
Sorry, but what a dick. I've just typed it in and then it fucking decides that that's not what I meant. That's what I meant, you fucking automatic change out of spelling.
You see, this is what it's like podcasting with a perv.
I'll respond to that as soon as I've successfully typed this in.
It's only a name.
I know, but you know when you type something in
It
and
changes it.
It decides that I meant like gone over. That's what I thought I wanted to say, but no. I don't want to put that, you fucking ass. Right.
And you're a perv?
Right, so
Like-
as far as being a perv's concerned,
You're just a man.
I wouldn't say I was a perv. I'll say I'll be a perv if I was like touching myself underneath the desk right now, but you can see both my hands.
Phil, you are.
Okay, you got me. Yes, busty girls are fun girls.
Fun to play with.
I always feel like it's an illusion though, because this is what I think all the time, right? Big tits, right? They look great, feel great and all that, but really, you don't have like clits on your hands or on your tongue, do you? So it's not like if you're sucking tits, it's like, oh, that feels amazing on my tongue. You know what I mean? Like you always like, you always take a step back after a couple of licks, and just so you can look at them again, get the pleasure of looking at them, and that's where most of the pleasure is taking place, is in the fucking sight of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. It's like, you can only do so much.
Yeah. It's weird how you want to lick tits as well, like,
Yeah.
like oh,
What is it about
Is there any milk in there?
Has the nipple got a tractor beam in it or something that's pulling you in?
fucking seems to, doesn't it?
Strange. And it's even stranger how it can go from talking about the assassination of a president to talking
tits.
about tits.
The nipples.
You know, with us,
Sick how I just bit my bottom lip there as well. It's fucking horrible. I felt really, really horrible doing it.
you know, it's just, we're just pervs. That's what it seems to be.
I think so, mate. I think we're just going to have to come clean, aren't we?
The listeners of this are going to
the
think
fun.
these two guys, they need help.
Oh, that's fucking true. There's no doubt about that.
I think a lot of people just repress themselves in terms of like how sexual they are.
Oh, well, that would do. Well, you come from a fucking Victorian influenced society.
Yeah.
Like, don't be in tune with your actual animal instincts. That would be weird.
Imagine if we're still animals and you could just kind of like, you didn't have to worry about the repercussion. You could
you
just
just fuck.
whoever you wanted, just
Yeah.
done. There's no emotional attachment. You just sense an attraction, an instinct, nature,
Yeah.
and just like that. In terms of, imagine if we didn't have partners, and you just kind of fucked.
We just like shared each other.
You just shared each other,
Like back in
a
the day.
worldwide tribe.
Like hunter-gatherers
Yeah.
typically would have done.
Uh-huh.
That would be class, right? In today's society, if
That's a big if.
there wasn't such a fucking thing as bloody STDs.
Oh.
That's the only argument against fucking anyone you want, whenever you want.
Well, I've never contracted one, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no. for the record,
You lying, Phil?
it does seem like I'm lying, doesn't it?
It does. You're not the way.
But I'm actually not on this occasion. Not that I ever lie on the podcast.
I love the fact that this personal, private information is getting fired out into the world.
Yeah, you'd sort of have to lie even if you had, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
On that level. like, yeah. Like, imagine if you fucking had like the big lad though. HIV.
Ooh. Pamela Anderson's got HIV, hasn't she?
What? Oh no, hepatitis.
Hepatitis.
But imagine having that and just being like, oh fucking hell. How much of a turn off would that be? Like, every sex session, like a new partner would have to be prefaced by the way, if I have a duty to tell you, I have AIDS. And I do as well, I'm not lying. And I'm still horny, but I would understand completely if you didn't want to fuck. That said, have a drink. Just gonna piss. You'd have to employ some fucking tactic, wouldn't you? No, I'm not like advocating rehypnol here.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
It'd be an awful thing to have, wouldn't it? The biggie.
I came up with a random philosophical like dilemma in my head a few hours ago, and that was: can you ever consent to rape? Is there a scenario in which that actually exists?
No.
Because as soon as you consent, well, it's not rape anymore, is it?
No, it's sex.
But I thought, I wonder if there is some kind of scenario where you could consent to rape, because
Well, no, because rape's sex against
your will.
Against your will, so,
without consent.
So
Yeah.
even if you've got, even if your kink is to
Yeah, it's just acting out.
air quotes be raped, it's still not rape.
Yeah, because it's
consensual sex.
So as long as that consent,
It's just a rape scenario.
yeah. But I was thinking, is there somehow like I didn't think about it for very long. I just thought,
I'm not sure. I think I spent a while on
it's
this.
like a mathematical equation, and I was like, I wonder if that equation can ever be balanced. Like, can you come up with like a set of circumstances where you can consent to rape? And I'll figure that mathematical equation out one of these days.
I think you should give it up now, because I think rape is rape. There's no.
I think you could
sort of
use words. I think
consent
you could
there.
like arrange words in a way where like sort of actually made sense. So I think you could like trick that into existence. But moving on from rape,
Yeah. Where do we go from rape, Phil?
where do you go from rape? Back to murder, I suppose.
Yeah.
Any good murders these days?
Yeah. What about that couple in Thailand? That young couple?
Have you seen the actual pictures of that?
No.
They exist on bestscore.com.
Really?
Yeah, and it really got us thinking, like, because they're naked and stuff.
They're naked.
Well, like, the chick definitely is. They've got like they've blocked off the main area.
Yeah.
But the titties are still there, and the face is all like bashed in and stuff. And,
Oh,
and
no.
the dude's been bashed and that, and it made me think that should not be fucking allowed at all. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to upload pictures of people that have been brutally murdered like that, unless somehow they've consented to it. Like, they found a piece of paper. If I ever get murdered, you have the consent to put the fucking pictures up.
That's horrific.
But you know what I mean? I thought that's Sean, that like, because I don't like the idea of me getting brutally fucking murdered and then the pictures of it being up on a website where people can comment about it. I mean, I go on this website all the time, like, look at the shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not going, they deserved it and stuff. Like, loads of the arseholes on that site will say and stuff.
Well, yeah, I bet you do get some sort of freaks on there.
Why?
So what's happened to them? Why were they murdered? Do we know?
I honestly don't know, mate. Well, at the minute they're looking for a British guy,
Really?
backpacker that nicked off. There you go, backpacker. Hunt.
Backpacker hunted over Thailand double murder. It's disgusting, like, isn't it?
Murder's so fucking crazy. Because generally it's not easy to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to put some fucking force. Imagine trying to beat someone to death with your hands. That'll take ages. Unless you just like choke them out for like 3 minutes. And then they're probably going to die of that. Like,
You know what I've seen on Facebook? This is Facebook, by the way. That's, it's meant to be quite secure. There was a video on there of 4 women being beheaded. Apparently,
Mexicans, I bet.
Yeah, well, it said on it that it was a message to Obama. Obama. That was bullshit. It was just Mexican drug cartels.
Oh.
But I couldn't watch it. The sound was on mute and I skipped through.
Chances I've seen it. Are the topless? Do they expose their breasts? They usually do that.
I think
not usually, but they like to do that.
I think they do, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
No, sorry, they were fully clothed because when I skipped through, they had the heads cut off, and then this bloke starts trying to, cut the arm off, one of their arms off with an axe, and she's
I've definitely seen that one.
it's fucking disgusting, isn't it?
It's absolutely horrible. It's fucking shit scary. Like, Jesus. Again, we've said this before.
It's
but
terrifying,
It's
man.
like fucking hell. How can that happen? How can you be in like a mind state where that's alright to do? Like, oh yeah, I can do that. Give me a machete and I can hack somebody's arm off. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've done rape, we've done murder, we've done tits.
Yeah, we've covered tits quite extensively throughout the past few podcasts.
Yeah, recurring theme.
Yep.
It's not going to go away anytime soon. Just like my boner. For tits.
Phil put it away.
I'll try. Try and like implying that I've got a massive dong. Which sadly isn't the case.
Have you heard what ISIS plan to do? IS, Islamic State.
Let me guess, kill everyone?
they've threatened to start targeting
British
tourists in Turkey.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to Cyprus in 12 days, and that's
Well,
even closer.
Don't go to the northern part because that's Turkish. The southern part where you're going's still Greek. So you're safe there. Plus, there's a British base there, which they're not like fucking walking around patrolling everywhere, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's a port of defence and that. It's
yeah,
like,
the Brits are there, so you'd hope that they're keeping an eye on. I mean, I don't know how the fuck they there, but you'd hope that they're sort of keeping an eye on people.
well, you would think
coming in
that
and out from these crazy fucking countries.
our naval force would have a presence between Cyprus and Syria in the waters of the Med because of what's going on at the minute. I mean,
That's a good question. Do they? Because I know that they have a military base, but is it a naval base? Although you'd expect if they've got a fucking. They asked me Grana, he lives in Cyprus.
No, it does, doesn't it? Islamic State. I mean, they're shit scary now because they could just strike anywhere. And you seen this other beheading? David Haynes, he's the third one.
Yeah.
Whether it's real or not, I'm not sure, because yet again, you don't see the head get cut off.
If they did it, it seems like it was all done on the same fucking day.
Perfect weather,
Yeah.
exactly the same. That's what I said. But then the bloke changes up what he says, doesn't he? Jihadi John or whatever you call him.
Jihadi John.
That's what they call him, Jihadi John.
That's my new fucking Xbox username.
Don't go fucking burst your doors down.
Just find a fat white guy sitting there. What did they do?
It's my fucking name, Jihadi John.
I was playing as a terrorist on Counter-Strike.
Has been since 3rd grade. No, it's scary though, man. What drives these people to have so much hate? They're just fanatics, and it's all about the Muslim religion. It's insane.
Well, the standard argument would be that it's an interpretation of the Quran, isn't it? Like, that's one way in which you can interpret it, and if you take it literally, that's probably the way that you would interpret it.
Why can't we all just wake up and
Smell the coffee.
take a deep breath, smell the coffee, and just look up and realise we've just got to appreciate what we've got, and not look at a religion for guidance. Look into the universe.
Well, exactly that.
Spirituality.
Probably because the way most societies are set up, that they sort of go against, they sort of like enforce repression of a lot of like human qualities.
Well, look at the way the Muslims treat women, like second-class citizens.
Exactly. So that's no good for men and women, really, because
No.
if half of your species is downtrodden, that's not really going to make you feel particularly good.
Not at all.
Because that's your mum that's like gotta like bend over and take it,
Yeah.
figuratively, Mm-hmm. So that's not natural.
No, it's not. It's awful.
Because women are meant to have like quite a lot of fucking power traditionally in like hunter-gatherer societies. It's not male dominated.
No.
I don't believe like traditionally. Like 100,000 years ago, back in the wild.
The women used to do a lot of the work. They were kind of like the heads of the camp, and they still are in some cultures.
They reckon they collected
Some
most
tribes.
of the food.
Yeah.
With the berries and all that shit, like the nuts and whatnot. And that the men were just like, hey, check out what we've got a fucking lush meal tonight, man.
Yeah.
Massive deer.
It's amazing to think
And they
that.
were lazy rest of the time. Lazy dudes.
It's amazing to think that in the 21st century here, we've got such a diverse type of people across the world. You've still got people living in tiny tribes in the rainforests. You've got people living in huge mega cities. You've got fundamentalists and radicals out in the desert with acting like absolute cunts. And then you've just got people just living like us in the West, just kind of getting on with what jobs.
Just looking around, going like, what the fuck?
We can observe the rest of the planet, but then people in the tribes, they can't look at us. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, that like diversity and
The
human
diversity,
experience. Yeah, there are a lot of different experiences, like in terms of human lives being lived.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are living the life of someone that's fucking abused from like birth up until adulthood. Some people are living
Repressed.
the life of you're given everything because your dad's rich and that kind of thing. Like these what they call socialites, like a Paris Hilton type. Some people are living that, but that still fucks them up because they end up addicted to drugs because that's not really that good for you.
No.
It's
not good to be brought up in such a way that everything's provided for you. You've got to learn, otherwise you don't respect people who don't have what you've got. I hate that in people. I hate that when people are brought up and they've got a spoon up their arse and they can't see people who are slightly lower than them, haven't got quite the same amount of resources. Their family isn't as well off, and they can't give them the time of day. You've got to respect each other, man.
Yeah.
No matter where you come from.
Do you know who was
treat people with respect?
Tell you who was absolutely fantastic example of not being like that at all.
Who?
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
She was totally just loved everyone, didn't she?
Yeah. That again is a podcast.
That's another
in
big
itself.
big conspiracy.
That's up there with the JFK one from
Yeah.
9/11. Yeah. It was funny because I was reading an article earlier on tonight, actually, that I think was in the late 80s. Freddie Mercury dressed Princess Diana up as a drag queen, I think it was, and he snuck her into a gay club, so she could just have a night as an average person.
Oh, that's class.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I mean, imagine not being able to live like a normal person. I mean, it must be nice if you're sort of impoverished to think, oh, I wish I was a royal, I wish I was rich or whatever. But imagine if it's probably the same in the other side of the spectrum, where what is it like to live a normal life, and you've got no comprehension of it. She would have had it more than, for example, Charlie Boy, Prince Charles has. But
No, I hear what you're saying.
imagine that.
And
People always want what they haven't got. Grass is always greener on the other side.
Exactly, and that suggests to me that people generally aren't living in the moment, and that's what the Buddhists have been telling you to fucking do for however fucking long they've been around, thousands of years. You know, the Hindus and all these guys, all these ancient dudes had a lot of ancient wisdom, and a lot of it was centered around mindfulness and just live in the moment, just experience what you're experiencing right now. Don't give that much of a shit about what's happened or what might happen. Just feel life as it is presented to you here and now. And if you can do that, a lot of the times that chills you right out, actually. Like if you're stressing about something like, oh shit, in like a couple of days time I'm going to go there. If you oh fuck, I said that the other day and shit, what the ramifications going to be because of that. And if you can just go, right, well, right now everything's fine, I'm not in danger right now, everything's pretty cool.
Yeah. Live in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Living in the moment, feeling the moment.
Don't live in the future. Don't live in the past. Live in the now, because now is the only thing that's happening. Because now is all that exists in this exact moment in time. The past is done.
That's all you ever experience. Is
Yep.
this like split second? You know?
It is weird to think that. It's almost like you're on a train that or something like that. That just it can't go back. You're just always going ahead. So all you've got to do is the way you live your life. You've just got to sort of put the rails down how you want them, and just plow ahead. You're chiseling your future out.
Yeah.
So you know it's up to you to make it what it is. You've just got to keep going and keep laying the foundations of what you want it to be like. You can't look back.
Sometimes you end up in a shitty town.
Yep.
But you can put some more tracks down and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean?
Out.
Get the fuck out, man.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've suffered with like thoughts of living in the past. You know, there's been times where I look back with nostalgia and certain things that have come and gone. It's like, oh fuck.
That fucks with your head.
It does fuck with you, but at the same time, you think, well, hang on a minute. It's in the past. It's almost like it never existed.
Never happened. Yeah.
But it did. But it's almost like it never did.
Yeah.
Because you can't go back to it.
And it was
It's
so
done.
long ago.
It's so long ago.
That the memories itself,
Are fading.
are like, can't really remember that much about. Like for me, it was middle school. I always used to. Was period of my life. I always used to think back to middle school.
Yeah.
How class it was at middle school. How there's just no pressure or anything. And you know what I mean. And you just all you're doing is playing football and learning some random shit.
Isn't it amazing how in the mind's eye you can cast a thought back and you can see certain events from way back in your life, whether it's first school, being a toddler, there's split seconds of memory I've still got from that, and then gradually as you get older, just different things. It's amazing how we've got that ability to not see everything again, but to look back and to be able to remember certain key frames and certain events. It's really strange,
Especially right
because it's just this fucking organ in my head.
When you consider the fact that your whole body, like all the atoms, like everything that makes up your physical body is like replaced every 7
years. Yeah,
So every
7 years cycle.
every 7 years, literally every cell in your body is different to what it was. 7
It's
years.
like a complete transformation.
So it's mad that your memory
remains intact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It should be, if we're thinking like that, then every 7 years it should almost be like
Blank slate.
somebody hits a reset button.
yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
But
does it?
I suppose it's just getting like, I've got no idea how memory works, but I suppose it's just getting copied onto new shit
Yeah.
as it goes on, isn't it?
It's just amazing.
There's a lot of different theories on memory and stuff like, but
I certainly feel a lot different than I used to a few years back. You're not the same person.
nah.
I think you never remain the same person. I think you always change. You get affected by the environment you're in, the people you're with, the conditions.
Unquestionably, so the biggest factor
Mhm.
is the environment that you grow up in.
Yeah.
Because I think we mentioned before, humans are like really good at like adapting, and so that's what we're going to adapt to whatever situation we're put in.
Which is
And
why
develop like that.
I've been throwing myself in the deep end recently in terms of work. For example, I've been doing we've been recording videos to camera, and I've just been like, right, I'm not fully comfortable just talking in front of this camera, but fuck it, I'll do it. Saturday, there was like an annual meeting with a marquee full of people, and a few weeks before that, we'd planned to, I work with 6 people, well, five people, with me being the 6th, and only 3 of us were talking to this group of people, and I was the first one to put my hand up and I said, I'll do it. I want my comfort zone, because I'm not the best public speaker, but I just did it, and I did it on Saturday just gone, and it was a huge rush, and I got complimented for it. I got told I was, really energetic, and it was really good, and that sort of makes you think, right, okay, well, I can do it then. But I did that thing where I just threw myself into the deep end and just thought, fuck it, I'll bite the bullet.
You've got to, haven't you? If you want to grow, it's
it's
like muscle building, right?
Isn't it? You've got to push yourself.
Yeah, you've got to do something that's out of your comfort zone to add some extra layers. So,
Yeah.
you want to build some muscle. You've got to lift shit that you've never lifted before.
You've got to go heavier.
Yeah, and that's how your body adapts, by putting an extra layer of muscle on your ass. And it's the same with exactly what you've just described there. You want to bet yourself in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've just got to fucking do something that's a little bit scary and get it done, get it over and done with, and then that's helping you grow.
Do you know what the best exercise of all is? Habit. Getting the consistency, habit. Yeah.
It's
too easy.
Proven to work, innit?
It's too easy to say I'll do it later. If you do it later, you're lying to yourself. Saying that you're doing it later, that's just an excuse for repetition.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know I'm not perfect. I'm not preaching this and saying I always do what I say I'm going to do and stuff. No. Sometimes I need a rocket up my arse. I need to push myself. But it's just getting yourself into the mindset where you think, right, fuck this, I'm doing it, and just do it. And like I say, I'm not perfect. There's been times where I've put things off, whether it's something as simple as going to the gym.
Oh yeah.
But then instantly, once you're at the gym working out, or once you've finished,
so class.
you feel 10 times taller and you feel so much better.
Yeah.
You think, right, okay, well, next time, fucking, let's do it. Let's go, bitch.
You're so thankful to yourself for actually having fucking done it. I knew I should have done that.
Yeah.
And I did do it. Get in.
Well done, me.
Yeah. Pets on the back. Oh yeah.
So have you been hitting the gym recently, Phil?
Yeah. Well,
you train at home, but
train at home with my dad. We've got a nice big bench, Olympic bench in the conservatory. So me and my dad are just doing at the minute. We've been doing the 5x5s. Right? Have you ever heard of that?
I used to train like that all the time when I was doing like bench press and heavy squats.
Yeah. Did you track your progress? Or did you just try and remember what you lifted?
This is a while back, but yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, we've been noting it down stuff probably the past couple of weeks, and it's working. It's
it's great when you can chart your progress, and it is working.
Every week, the lifts are getting bigger. Obviously, not to compare to a lot of lifters out there, but for me and for my dad, we're doing really well. We're making consistent strength gains. It's not going to add tons of size to it because the rep ranges, it's only 5 sets of 5, so it's not really a mass building program, but it fucking sure as shit gets you stronger.
Oh, it does. It's really quick as well. Certainly for me, for my bench press, I found myself going up every week.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's pretty incredible 5x5. Certainly for the bench press for me.
It's good as well.
Up and up.
The thing that I like about it is because it's strength training, you generally didn't have a shit ton of muscle soreness, even though you're grafting your arse off. Because it's hard lifting heavy stuff, in a 5 repetition, 5 set fashion. That's kind of hard to do when it's heavier each time. But it's But because you're not doing like sets of 10, sets of 12, sets of 20, it's not putting that strain on the muscles where you're like totally knackered, which I do miss.
Yeah.
And once I've done the 12-week, like, cause I'm gonna get my dad to do this for 12 weeks solid.
You're gonna cycle it.
Yeah, and then probably do like a 6-week like bodybuilding type program. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking put on tons of muscle because my dad's absolutely shit. But just to get stronger, and I like the idea of mixing it up because I think some of the bodybuilding like techniques and strategies can actually help get you stronger, as well as actual strength training. Like, it's good to mix it up, shock your body.
I think it is. I think there's no good sticking to strength and conditioning forever. I mean, that it's good, but sticking to bodybuilding all the time, that ain't good for you, because if you stick to bodybuilding sort of strategies, your muscles are going to develop in a way that's kind of unnatural. You're just kind of chiseling yourself.
Yeah, because it's like isolation.
Yeah.
A lot of isolation exercises.
And there's not many areas outside of the gym where those exercises will come in handy, whereby if you do kettlebells or you do supersets and strength and conditioning exercises, they're kind of more real life sort of
because they're like building your body as a
basic
whole.
It's working
like compound stuff,
working multiple muscle groups, not just doing isolated bicep fucking.
I've got to say, I fucking love bicep curls. Like,
do you?
absolutely love bicep curls.
Bored of them, mate.
I don't know what it is. I just like rocking out the bar as well, like barbell curls.
Yeah,
I love testing that. I'm always like shit scared though when I'm adding plates. I hardly ever do them, like, but when I do, just to fuck around, and you're adding plates and you're like, fuck, like, I always have this memory of this video I saw of this dude who was doing like a preacher curl.
It pops.
And it just fucking, his bicep tears and just runs up his arm, and it's like, I always have that in my head when I'm doing like a heavy curl, and I'm like, fuck.
Be careful, Phil.
Yeah, like, should I be doing this? Should I? Fucking get it done, man, you stupid bitch. Lift it, man, because that's the thing with weights, like, especially like strength training, it's always in the back. Your mind's always trying to tell you, you might not be able to do that, mate. I'll be careful. Fucking shut up, man. Lift it. You're just going to be a man about it, and that's what I like about it.
Just let your body take over.
It helps you in other aspects of your life. Like, it makes you, like, approach life in a different way, like a more head-on way, as you've been describing, where you're like, you've just got to get fucking stuck into shit. Just feel the fear and do it anyway.
Jump into the deep end and go nuts.
Yeah.
I love working on my triceps. To the point where even the lightest weight that I'm trying to pull down, it isn't going down because my arms are so fatigued that I'm struggling with 10 kilograms.
Yeah. How do you what's your program like?
At the minute, I'm kind of.
What's your split? Like,
I'm kind of rocking, like, in terms of like a tricep extension, sitting on a bench with a dumbbell, lifting a one-armed
the beasts
dumbbell above my head. I generally a set of 8 warm up, and then three sets of 8.
Nice.
But obviously, depending on how I am, I'll go up in the weight.
What do you like train on any given day? Like, how do you split it up during the week? Do you do like tries and chest?
I know, I just kind of go
like
off
a full body routine, or
I kind of go off what I know I've done last time and what's not sore. I don't want to. If I've got a muscle group that's healing, I'll not.
So would you ever work like tries and buys on the same day?
I've done it before.
That's
yeah.
a hell of a pump.
Yeah, and I don't stick to these. People say you do this on that day, you do that on the other day, then that, and and repeat. No, I don't really do that. I do what works for me, what feels right.
That's what you've got to find. You've got to find what works for you.
Well, yeah, because it's your body.
Yeah, but I think that's where those programs, those like training splits, like chest and buys, or chest and tries, or however you want to fucking do it, back, legs, whatever. I think the reason why those programs are good is because it can get you to fucking stick to something. And get you in this routine that we mentioned before, where it's like
habit.
It's like, right, exactly, habit. It's like, right, it's Monday today. Today I've got to work on legs and fucking abs or some shit.
Well, that was one of the problems with the old gym I went to. Shout out to Concordia in Cramlington here. Shithole.
Not a fan, huh?
No, it's probably one of the worst gyms I've ever been to.
Really?
So small, man. And that was one of the problems with, obviously, people were doing this sort of structured routine, whereby on a Monday, if I go in after work, everybody was on the bench press.
I couldn't stand
or the
that.
Smith's machine, because everybody's doing chest on a Monday. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's, people have obviously seen routines, like you've said, stuck to them, and that's a problem. The gym I'm going to now, it's not so much of a problem because it's fucking huge. But like back then,
even
you were
the weights
waiting around. You were waiting around to be on machines.
But where you're going now, there's still a shit ton of, well, there's loads of benches and that, so...
I think they must have about 6 benches.
Oh, that's pretty mint.
2 Smith machines.
Nice.
It's a massive gym, like really good kettlebell section with mats. I'm loving the kettlebells at the minute.
Alright.
I'm just sticking to the sort of basic movements at the minute. But
How have you
that
learned
feels good.
Have
That
you
feels
been
good.
watching stuff on YouTube and that, like different routines?
And like I
to go
said,
through?
I haven't done any Turkish get-ups or anything complicated like that. I've just I'm sticking to the basic ones. But
I've
it
never
feels
lifted a
great.
kettlebell in my life.
They're quite daunting at
I would
first because
be fucked. I would knackered down there. I'd be so tired.
well, you don't want to look like an idiot when you're lifting them as well.
Yeah.
Just start swinging them about the place and that.
Dropping them in that. Whoops.
I meant to do that,
It's part of the exercise.
but there's like
You throw it down on the floor, you smash the fucking tiles, and you pick it back up.
smash the mirror. It's what you do.
What are you guys ain't doing that?
Come on, join in. Get a kettlebell. Go on. But there's some good looking girls go to the gym.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's no that in the concept
although
room,
I'm off the market, right? Although I'm off the market, I don't want to like look like a fucking asshole.
But
Just want to need to look like I know what I'm doing for myself as well, really. If you're not, if you're not training for yourself, and you train for someone else, or to look good to someone else,
most bodybuilders probably
then you're a fucking asshole because it's your body. You should be training for yourself and trying to become the best version of yourself, not trying to compete with somebody else.
Exactly. And that's why it's good to track your progress so you know that you're getting better.
You should never think, and this is just my opinion, you should never think I want to look better than him. I can lift fucking more than him.
Definitely not.
You should want to get the best out of what your body can give you. It's your body. So why compete with other people? Their bodies work differently to yours.
Yeah.
They might
had a totally
they might have
life.
different physique, different
Yeah.
life, different diet.
They've lifted different kinds of weights over the years. Like they've done different exercises to you. Like you cannot compete with unless you're in a sport of which it's all about competing. So just fucking powerlifting. Then I suppose you can like look at someone and go, right, well I would like to be able to bench more than him. But even then to an extent you can't really do it because like back to what you're saying, you're with like weights and fitness and all that kind of stuff. You're only ever in competition with yourself. Because you're trying to compete with the you of the last gym session. You know what I mean? That's what you're competing with. Like, oh, what was I lifting last time?
Yeah, I want to lift more now.
Yeah, and am I lifting more this time? Yes, I am. Or if you can't, am I giving 100% still?
Yeah.
You know?
Why am I not giving 100%? What have I done differently this time that's not letting us be better than last time? Have I not given my body enough time to rest? Did I not have enough, food before I trained? Was my body not, jacked
Sleep,
up, ready to go? Have I not
Stress, whatever.
decent sleep?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's it. It's all just experiment, isn't it?
Totally.
That's why like weights in particular, or fitness like running, that it's class, isn't it? Because
Well, I tell you what it's like.
you're seeing yourself change.
Yeah, because you can see the progress before anybody else can, and it makes you feel good. It's like therapy.
Aye.
You can unleash your demons in the gym.
Yeah.
You don't have to impose your will on somebody else and murder them. Just
murder the weight.
Just murder the weight. Set yourself a target in your head. Watch yourself change. Watch yourself transform. And I'll sound like a hypocrite here, but sometimes when there's a good-looking girl at the gym, it spurs you on to do better.
It definitely does.
It's definitely, it's kind of like, okay, well,
Totally.
if I'm not doing this, if I can't get this lift myself right now, she's watching us, fuck it, I'm going to try my best because I don't look like a fucking asshole.
Hot chick definitely adds 50 fucking pounds to the bench.
Yeah, but then you look stupid when you can't lift fuck off.
Yeah. Oh fuck! But I hope we've got a fucking spotter.
See, I
Don't
do
want to shout her over. Could you just take a couple of plates off there, each side of the bottom? It'd be fucking gutting, wouldn't it?
Are you sure? Can you handle the weight?
No, I noticed that when I used to go out running, fucking like last year, which obviously doesn't happen in any capacity now, but when I used to go out running, I'd be absolutely knackered. I'd be like, and then I'd see like a lass ahead, and I'd be like, all of a sudden I'd like look
Focus.
I'd be like, fucking hell, I'm running fast all of a sudden, yeah. I'm trying not to pant either.
The only
You're like, and then as soon as you get past that, so you're like, the brain just goes, yeah, you don't need to fucking show off anymore, just chill out, mate. Probably start walking now.
Yeah, I think 99% of people are like that. They'll just, if they see somebody in the opposite sex, and they think, right, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of sad.
It's good though. It is good though, I think, because it's a way of nature saying, okay,
That's why
get your ass in gear.
I like to ensure that I don't watch any porn. Like, well, this is what I'll do, right? I'm not going to deal, but I'll not watch.
We're all friends here, Phil.
I'll not watch porn, say, for an extended period of time, if you catch my drift, before weights. But I will watch a little like clip before I go and do some weights, just so that's like getting the testosterone flowing. Like,
Wow, good.
like look at them fucking tits, and then right, jump in the car and drive around to my dad's. It's all living with like, fucking thinking of them tits, and all that, you know. And then afterwards, you know, you can give yourself a little reward. If you catch my drift,
You've earned it.
exactly.
That's an awesome way of looking at it.
Yeah,
Because in some sports, the sportsmen aren't allowed to have sex before
like boxers and stuff.
in boxes
and fighters.
because the testosterone gets drained a bit.
Yeah, they reckon it has a noticeable, like a measurable effect. Maybe it's not like a huge effect, but measurable at least.
I suppose the more testosterone you've got in your system, the angrier you'll become.
Yeah,
And the more alpha, the more...
which is why they
Beastly.
said Tyson supposedly did fuck the night before his fight, and that's why they say, thank fuck he did do that, because imagine if he didn't. Imagine what it would be like if he didn't do that.
Mentalist.
Killing people, literally just punching them to death more than likely.
He was a beast.
Love Tyson, like.
Machine, wasn't he? Have you seen Warrior with Tom Hardy?
No,
About the MMA fighters?
no,
Not seen that?
don't.
He's got a great physique in that film, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go on Google now.
So I suppose it's only fair that we look at some topless men,
just to equalise it.
just to balance it.
It's these traps, man. They're fucking huge.
Get them fucking shrugs on again. That looks a bit righty.
Do you think?
Not there, it doesn't. But it did. If his traps are like permanently, like
no,
what
no.
we've just seen there.
In the film, you just kind of. That's when he's got like.
Oh, like flaring. and
Yeah,
permanent.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's in good shape, right?
But when you watch the film, I mean, that's when you can really see, because when he's got a t-shirt on, you just see these massive traps, like a cobra sticking out the top of his t-shirt.
That's why I'm looking forward to doing this bodybuilding cycle, like in you know, in about 10 weeks' time, just so I can do stuff like shrugs and that, and trying just to add muscle, a bit of muscle to these areas that give you that like effect of being fucking huge. Like big traps definitely make you look jacked. You know, as the tries, I want bigger tries.
Bigger
you know?
tries, that's what I'm aiming
Totally
for.
want bigger tries. I genetically don't have like big biceps, like, but I feel like I could probably get the tries pumped, like, and that's something that I definitely want to work on.
I
Getting
think
those big.
with my recent deadlifts I've been doing, I can really feel me triceps afterwards.
You
Like
feel
the day after, like obviously, because I'll do the deadlift and then when I come to the top I'll do a shrug,
Aye?
and I feel them today, like trained them yesterday, and that's what I want: big traps, big
And that-
triceps,
Does that
and
pull
big
your
legs.
tries? See, sometimes the muscles that work on me are like the opposite of what you'd expect.
Do you stretch?
On well, I warm up with like lighter weight and then get to like the working weight and stuff.
Do you meditate with panpipes?
Sometimes, but I have to be naked.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, like I would feel that. Oh, where would I feel that? Well, the normal area, the fucking hamstrings now. But I feel like a bench press. I always feel like my biceps. Like these days, if it's a fucking triceps and chest exercise.
That's a problem for me when I'm doing a bench press, because I feel it in me like me shoulders.
You're probably benching too high.
Yeah.
Where do you bring the bar down to?
Well,
Try and bring it down to your nips.
I mean nips.
I bring it right down there. Like go for like more of like a powerlifting type move. Because if you have it like too, excuse me, if you have it too high up, it'll engage the shoulder a bit more. And it fucking knocks that when you bend. Cause I was doing that.
I'm not. Is it?
No, I'm
Phil
not.
looks like a fucking an alien invader or something.
Just benching from the nose. No, but you know what I mean. Like, if you think
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
you want to get the fucking elbow flare.
I think with me it's because my shoulders are kind of forward a bit.
Yeah.
That's why I was doing more back exercises to try and bring them back. Obviously, the closer your shoulders, the more your shoulders roll in, the more the shoulder comes into play when doing a bench press.
Mhm.
That was my problem.
Yeah.
So that's why I was doing like what do you call it, man? With a decline. I was doing a decline to try and bring the lower pecs up a bit,
Decline bench, nice.
because obviously a lot of the time I was hammering the
So
tops.
you want bigger chest?
I'm not. Well,
Because
yeah, I'd like a bigger chest, but I want.
say incline for that.
Do they?
To really blast the chest. Have you ever done an incline bench press? It's funny as fuck. Like the first time I did it, I didn't realise that it was going to totally pull us forward.
Strange.
So I like lifted the weight, like unwrapped the weight and that, and I was like, why the fuck am I falling forward? I was like, what the fuck?
Apparently flies aren't the best.
What, for building the chest?
Yeah. It's just like more of a movement. I've heard a lot of rumours that flies won't actually add a lot of mass to your chest.
Aye.
It could be bullshit then again. It could always depend on the person who's doing it as well.
Somewhere down the line they definitely do work the chest, but mainly there.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to get inside the deep muscle of the chest, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, I was very curls.
Curls?
Curls, they might. I don't know fucking chest
you-
exercise at all, but I tense my chest for a curl. As a sort of way of like keeping it, you know,
Keeping yourself thin.
like steady, yeah. Instead of like, you know, a lot of people like are swinging the weights up and totally cheating. I like to make sure it's definitely just my arms that I like lifting the weight on a curl. So I'll find that like I'm tensing my chest to bring up the weight. So I'm always like, yeah, this shouldn't be working my chest, but this is definitely a big chest exercise for me doing a curl. Just because you're getting that like tension on, squeezing it and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fucking hell, man. I'm trying to build up my legs because
hope you're fucking squatting then.
they're fucking skinny bitches.
Skinny.
Yeah.
Mine are fat as hell at the minute. Tell you what, my arse is getting like super fat and tight. Like if you can imagine that, fat and tight from all the squats. Squatting 3 times a week. My arse is just a fucking solid ball of just fat and muscle. It's large. I keep touching. I'm like, fucking hell, it's so firm compared to what it used to be. So, are you squatting?
I haven't squat for a couple of weeks. I've mostly been doing deadlifts.
Oh, they're massive fucking leg exercises as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Heavy as well. Well, I say heavy. I've lifted heavier. I think what was I lifting yesterday? I was lifting. Working sets were. It was probably the heaviest bar at the gym, and I don't know how heavy that is. But I went to pick it up, and I thought, "Fuck, that's heavy." So it must have been about 10 kilograms, maybe more. It was a heavy bar. Like it was like.
Probably more. Like
It was a big fucking
7
bar.
footer,
7 foot bar.
20 kilos.
Really big fucking weights at the end of it. Like, you know how the bar's got like where you put the plates on.
Yeah.
You've got like that bar. Either side of that was weighted heavy.
That'll have been 20 kilo bar then.
20 kilogram bar.
Yeah.
Alright, so you've got the 20 kilogram bar and then 90 in the weights.
Oh,
So
nice.
total 110. I'm
Excellent.
sure I've lifted about 140 before.
Yeah.
But that was like.
It's weird, isn't it, when you start like lifting like over the hundreds and stuff, because you're like, fuck, this is actually quite a bit of weight, yeah.
It's a lot of weight. Yeah.
To pull up and that, and your grip, because your wrists are pretty fucking.
I've
weak.
got little. Let me look at my wrists.
Dude, fucking look at mine. I've got little baby's wrists.
Oh,
How cute is that? We've got a wrist together.
yeah, no.
Honestly, it's something that I hate on me, like having like,
Same,
little
yeah.
wrists.
It's like I'll look down and I'll say to my girlfriend when I'm in the car, you know, because obviously when I'm driving the car, all I can see is me forearm, and I'll think,
it's so good.
what
Isn't it?
skinny bitch forearm that is.
Honestly, I keep fucking doing the same thing where I'm like looking at it, I'm just like, oh, that's pathetic. And I'll look at the wrist, and then I'll tense it like that, and I'm like, fuck, I should really concentrate on the road, yeah. Just like, fucking hell, I'm a man, and that's the size of my wrist.
And I'll be looking at it thinking, oh,
It's depressing, isn't it?
that's really depressing. I'll say to I'll say to Rachel, I'll be like, I've got skinny arms. And she's like, you haven't, man. You haven't.
That's what I'm like.
It's like body dysmorphia. You just feel like you have, didn't you? You feel like you. A lot of bodybuilders feel like they're tiny
Yeah.
when they're fucking huge. I mean, I'm not saying I'm huge, but it's that sort of self
Oh, totally.
image where. Have you heard this theory? Tangent, incoming tangent.
Tangent.
Right? Tangent. Right. There's a theory that because the way you see yourself when you look in a mirror is so different to the person that you really are.
Mm-hmm.
If yourself walked past you wouldn't recognise.
I can imagine that. Like.
If you walked past you wouldn't recognise it was you, because the person you see when you look in a mirror is so far from the real you that other people see.
Yeah. Because, I suppose, I thought about this before, when you're looking in the mirror, that definitely isn't you, because
It's flipped.
your right becomes your left.
Yeah.
And so, and sometimes when I've seen other people, when you're in like a lift, and you can see them and you can see their reflection.
It's strange.
I've sometimes thought, that reflection doesn't look like them.
I thought that was my dad once.
And so I thought, the same probably applies to me as well.
Yeah.
But another thing that I think with the, like, if you walked past you type of thing, I always think, I wonder how I'd evaluate myself. Like, if a clone of me walked by, would I think, he looks pretty big, or, God, he's fat as fucking...
Yeah.
Like, I wonder, like, how I'd evaluate myself, you know what I mean?
If you didn't know yourself. If
Like,
if you were a stranger to you, and you could look at yourself, what would you think of you without knowing it was you? Yeah.
God, he's so hot.
That guy guy's stunning.
think-
I've got to draw.
I think I'm going to rate them.
I just did.
I just rate them. I just rate myself. I didn't realise it was a fucking clone.
But it felt good. It felt real.
Do you think you'd do some gay shit with your clone? If
No,
you had a clone?
no.
Like number 2 of, what is it, Austin Powers?
No.
And he goes, technically, it never happened. You know, he got the fucking time and shags himself.
No. That'd be really fucking odd.
Yeah, I'm not attracted at all to, like, big hairy men, so I don't think I'd do anything.
I'm not attracted to Greek-looking guys with fucking skinny legs.
Greek-looking guy. I was thinking, who the fuck's he on with? I was like, oh yeah.
Talking about me, man.
He's tanned and he's got dark hair, of course he's talking about himself.
Yeah.
So you're squatting.
I'm squatting. Yeah, hoping to get back into the gym
You're
tomorrow.
back in the squats.
Yeah.
Deadlifts.
The thing is though, my back is in bits today, and so is my triceps and my abs. But my legs, nah.
No?
So, which makes me worry. Was I lifting correctly with my legs? Was I using too much back? Why are my legs hurting? Are they used to it?
From deadlift?
Yeah, but I mean, last week with doing the week-long chainsaw training, I was pretty much deadlifting all week.
Yeah.
Because once you've felled a tree, sned it, take the branches off, you've got to cut it into 2 metre lengths. And then you've got to lift it, and sometimes those are fucking heavy pieces of wood. So while I was lifting them with my tools, which was like tongs and a hook, you'd stick the hook in the far end of the cut trunk, left or right, and then put the tongs on. The way I'd lift it was, I would imagine I was lifting a bar in the gym. So, you know, straight me back, straight down, straight up. So I was aware of doing that whilst at work, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're really fucking heavy.
That's the thing, I've noticed that with myself when I'm like lifting random shit. You're always getting into position.
Yeah.
It's like, right, just a straight back, head up, and lift.
Do you know what I do in the gym, right? It's really fucking gay, right? I'll wiggle me bum to get myself into position.
Oh.
I'm like a fucking cat.
That's got to be done, that.
Just like make sure your body's in the perfect position and posture to get the best out of the weights you can.
That's fucking imperative, otherwise you're totally going to put your back in it. Like,
I just need some curls.
I proper, when I'm like squatting, I totally copy this guy called Eric Lillybridge. He's like one of the top powerlifters in the world, like one of the strongest guys out there. And I've seen loads of videos of him where he's like doing what you're saying, like wiggling his feet and stuff, getting in a position. And I'll spend loads of fucking time doing that when I'm warming up with like fucking 60 kilos or something like that. I'm just warming up and I'm like, right, get in position. I've got like chalk on my hands for like 16 minutes. Like, right, come on. Go.
You can do it. Lift it. You fucker. Do it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, there was a guy. Well, there still is a guy, still alive and kicking,
He's
but
still with us. Yeah.
he's still with us.
Class, aren't he? Like, and
Have you seen the
What?
the documentary of them?
What?
Pumping Iron.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good documentary. Yeah.
Some of it was set up, like, I was quite disappointed.
Was it?
That. You know, the guy, that Katz guy, or what he was called, Mike Katz or something. He was like a gym teacher or something. Gym class teacher. And then there's the ginger one, who sort of like rips him and like takes his t-shirt during one of the contests and won't give him back and something. You remember that part?
No.
Well, either way, that like it was made as if like he was sort of bullying him, made out to be as if it was like that, but really they were pretty good friends, and that like the people that made the film sort of just set that up.
Oh, fuck us.
But like
Again, deception. It's something. It's such a small level. It's ridiculous.
Like what was the point? It would have been.
Well, it appeared as if we had a ghost in the machine.
Ghost in the machine.
We lost power.
Yep.
It stopped recording for some reason.
But we're back now.
We're back and we've got coffee.
Yeah, we have got coffee. Fucking need it this time of night.
I know. Shit. I feel I've got work in the morning. What are you doing to me, man?
I'm not doing that to you, man. You're
Yeah.
the asshole that went and
Phil, you're
spoiled that
touching,
motherfucker.
touching my dick.
Okay, I'm touching your dick.
Keep doing it.
Faster.
There's a lot of homosexual connotations to this
it's weird.
podcast.
I've noticed that about lads in general, like other stuff that I listen to.
Incredibly homo
Like
sort of.
the jokes are wacky. Like why?
In the back of the head, no, seriously, we're fucking gay.
Yeah, they're all sitting there thinking, God, if only they really knew. If only they really knew that I wanked off them.
Well, maybe dicks taste delicious and we just don't know it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, they might, mightn't they?
Yeah.
Doubt it, like, but
No, that way you never know. I don't want to know because if they do.
yeah, it's not something you can like tell anyone. Oh yeah, dick tastes great. You know what I mean? You might know that, but that's gonna have to be a secret forever if you're not gay. If you're gay, that's class. Like, yeah, dick tastes real cool. But if you're not gay, you kind of like say, "Oh yeah, dick tastes really good." I don't do it. I tried it though. You could never admit that, could you? You could never say,
It's the
"Yes,
way-
I've sucked a cock." You could never ever come out with that.
I think I think it'd be terrifying in equal parts. Eye-opening and terrifying would be to be a fly on the wall in a room full of girls who are all good friends and they're just having a conversation. The stuff they must share to each other.
What about like their boyfriends and stuff?
Their boyfriends, their sexual conquests,
Yeah, I bet they get pretty fucking.
their bodies, just everything.
Yeah. They definitely share a lot of intimate details amongst
I know
each
that.
other.
I mean, from the past experiences, I know that girls. If you're talking to a girl, you're not just talking to a girl. You're talking to all our friends.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Something I absolutely hate about women, to be honest. Like I don't blame them for it. That's just the way they are. They're just designed to chat amongst each other, aren't they? And share information and talk, because it probably all comes from like, you're right, you got to stay away from that guy because he's dangerous, right? That guy in the tribe over there, he's a dangerous guy. So that's probably why they like the share secrets about like guys and stuff like that. Whereas lads aren't like that at all, are they?
no, like girls are incredibly competitive and bitchy
Yeah.
with each other.
And they could talk for ages about the same subject, like the same like boring shit. Whereas lads are just like, yep, she got a lush arse and she was a good fuck. The end. Next topic, weights champion. Yeah,
Great.
yeah, I've been overhead pressing.
Oh, what
X amount
you
of
lifting? What you lifting?
That's it. Lads are all about just like numbers and stuff like that. Stats, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Important, like mathematical shit.
Yeah.
You know, like even talking about a girl's body, like that's mathematical, like the dimensions of stuff.
Now, Phil, let's not get back into the circumference of the nipple.
The circumference of the nipple.
Right?
Shout out Josh and Ryan.
Actually, I think we should give some shout outs.
Shout outs indeed, yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to James Ledbetter.
Yeah,
Because-
he's the man.
Yeah, he's been sharing and he's been liking the stuff that we've been putting on Facebook.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend, James. Like,
And we appreciate that, James.
yes,
So-
thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, cheers for that, dude. And I'd like to give a shout out to Liam Alexander, who again has been supporting the podcast, and he's got in touch with one. That's cool. You know, we're like when people get in touch with one and tell about.
Oh, definitely. That's what we want.
It is what we want.
We
yeah.
want lots more. Trying to create a little community over here, man.
So come on, guys. You know, get in touch.
yeah.
But I shout out to all the regular listeners, shall we say?
Is Liam the dude that is from? Was it like Dauntless, mate?
Yeah.
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 He seems class. Him. Hello, Liam.
Hello,
You
Liam.
seem like an absolute legend, mate.
Welcome to the fold. he seems very clued up in terms of, you know, knowing about what he's talking about, and it's all very much the sort of stuff that we want to talk about.
Yeah. Just space, conspiracy.
Space conspiracy, you know, all sorts
Not
of
the conspiracy of space.
sexual conversation. It's early days, yeah. I mean, we'll look at getting more guests on and more people as this podcast progresses, but we're not just going to suddenly launch other people into the podcast when we're still figuring out where it's going.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's it. We're just learning my trade.
But we do want to get people on, whether it's, you know, somewhere down the line with Skype people, or we'll get people in here we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about branching out, and it's great when like-minded listeners get in touch, give us feedback. That's cool.
That's it.
Loving that.
Even if it was stuff where people are disagreeing with you and that, like
That's fine.
that's great. That's spot on. That's what JFK would have wanted. He specifically pointed out actually that that's a necessity
Yeah.
in like a strong like society to have people with the opposite points of view and that. And I was like, God, what again? What a legend! What a total legend JFK was. That's J Fitzgerald K. That's his official title.
Now, speaking about people that disagree, I put a picture on the Instagram account about 6 hours ago, and it was like a meme of the Pentagon. It's there, it's that one there. You'll find it on anybody listening to this. You can find it on the Instagram page or the Facebook page, and it's basically a picture of Keanu Reeves from, what's that film again?
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, or some bogus adventure. I don't give a fuck. And it says, "Where is the plane?" It's about the Pentagon. And I questioned it because, you know, you always should. And then somebody commented on it, which I'll not say his name, and he put, "It all makes so much sense, because in order to go to war, our government has to blow all of our own shit up for our approval, because they totally have to get our permission." No, You see, you made a spell mistake there that made me say it wrong. They totally have to get our permission to go to war. And then he hashtagged retarded.
See, but they kind of do though.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's quite.
This guy's obviously an asshole because you can't just say, right, we're going to war. You got any justifications for that? Nah, we're going to war. Feel like it?
His argument against conspiracy is based on a fucking conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because we're meant to live in a democratic society where the people have a say and stuff like that. But he's sort of like arguing, oh, that can't be a conspiracy because of this conspiracy. Nice. Sorry, pictures of women now.
No, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
back to the matter in hand.
Stick on topic. But you've got to respect.
It's quite funny how we said like, yeah, we want points of view, even if they differ with ours. And we instantly got like really defensive and started attacking.
Well, look, listen. The thing is, right? I totally respect his opinion, right? But at the end of the day, the stuff he's saying is just total dog shit. What he's basically saying is, we don't, as Americans, they don't need justification to go to war. If they want to go to war, they don't need permission from the public. They can just go to fucking war. Well,
yeah.
The fact is, no, you can't. You can't just say, right, we're going to war. You're coming to war. Whoever's in the armed forces. Well, hang on a minute. You've got to give a reason. Nah.
Yeah, because what you would get there, what you could potentially get, would be like mass civil disobedience. So, to an extent, they sort of do need the people's support.
And how do they gain that support? False flags.
Yeah.
Because that drives people to subconsciously possibly support the idea of war.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. I mean, the friggin' army's made up of bloody normal people, in it. It's not like the whole setup's made up of just people. Not any fucking different, are they? Like policemen and all that. They're not different. They're just people that applied to be a fucking cop, or people who applied to be in the army.
Yeah.
They still come back to like normal families and stuff.
They're not machines.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got lives.
Mm-hmm. And I think the guy's making a good point. Like, you know, there is.
Do you think he's making a good point?
Well, I don't think he's making a good point. I think there's a lot of sort of like truth in what he's saying, but as a fucking conspiracy though, you know, like basically, yeah, they will to an extent do what the fuck they want, like the Patriot Act in America and stuff like that. Like, yeah, people probably weren't on board with that and probably wouldn't have went along with that, but they went ahead and did it anyway. Mm-hmm. Just sort of what he's saying. Like, yeah, if they want to do something, they'll do it anyway. But at the same time,
you see, if I was a massive conspiracy nut, which I'm halfway there, but if I was a full-blown conspiracy nut, I'd be saying, that guy's from the FBI.
Yeah.
He's a disinformant agent.
Yeah.
I'm Jesse Ventura.
I don't think that guy really fucking knows what he is. Is he a listener? Because if he is, keep listening.
No, I think he's probably just found it through hashtags.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Well,
I respect his opinion, but
yeah, respect all opinions of all kinds.
He didn't need to do the hashtag retarded.
Well, that's it. I mean, you know, if you disagree with us, then fuck you. We welcome your opinions, but fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
It's hard, isn't it? Like, just naturally to accept somebody's opinion that like differs with yours, like just on a psychological level.
Yeah,
it's quite annoying, isn't it? That's why debates never work.
You know, me,
because people don't listen to each other. If they're coming up with like an opposing view, they're not like they don't go, that was a really good point that you just made.
Yeah,
there was like that just have to be constantly on the attack.
Exactly. What they do is they don't take in what the opponents just said.
Mm-hmm. They're just waiting for their chance.
They're waiting for their chance to fire their pre-planned thought that they're thinking of whilst the other person's talking. They're not taking in what they're saying. They're just like, well, this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You know, they just fire it right back at them. And it just becomes like a game of verbal tennis.
Yeah, it's shit,
knocking backwards and forwards. There's no fucking debate there. There's no.
That's what I hate about politics.
Oh, that's insane.
It's like hardly ever will you hear one party like praising the other. Like, yeah, they were. I think they were bang on with that. Yeah, that was a good idea. Or even if they failed at something, like, well, it was a good idea, it just didn't happen to work. You know, they're always like, and you did this with the economy and all that. It's like, fucking hell, man.
Sort yourself out.
We're all part of the same country.
Well, maybe not for much longer. Scotland has its way. What do you think about that? Alex Salmond, the Dark Lord of the Sith.
Truthfully, mate, I couldn't give a shit. Just as I imagine most fucking Scots probably don't care. They're probably not even thinking in terms of like what ramifications it might have. I mean, I don't know really what effect it'll have on them.
Well, I think they'll probably hit recession.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. The banks have threatened to pull out of Scotland, and it's. I think if they become their own country,
because if they just devolved into like
Tribes.
Mel Gibson style fucking what's that called again?
Braveheart.
That's it.
I think I've watched that one too many times. Alex Samantas, I think he watched it before he goes to bed. Motherfucker. It's crazy. I mean, why separate? I mean, fair enough, yeah. We're not in the best condition at the minute in the United Kingdom, but none of the world is. The world's kind of totally fucked over at the minute. You separating from yourself might be good in the tiniest of short terms, but overall, I think they shoot themselves in the foot if they get it, because they keep saying they'll be the 14th richest country in the world if they break apart. Which is...
It's a massive claim.
Well, apparently it's true because of
because most countries are massive debt.
Yeah, but the thing is, how long will that last for? Because they're going to dip into a recession pretty much straight away if they do that. They need to make their own currency. They need to sort themselves out. I mean, I think it's going to be a nightmare if it happens to them.
Class if they went to war with, if they're like, fuck, we need to...
And we're on the border.
We need to make some money, we need to go to war with England. I'll be up for that. I'll jump on there, save me, fuck it. We're pretty much Scottish, so... You just pick whichever side seems like it's going to win. Right, the Scots got the upper hand. Yeah, let's join forces then.
Well, will that be a Phil? You can get away with it. Just put the accent on.
Aye, that's right.
Come here now.
Sick of these English
I'll
bastards.
kick your fucking ass.
That's bullshit. Aye, Scotland. Those poor little guys up there.
Now, on Facebook, we give a shout out to anybody who's had any ghostly experiences, didn't we?
We did.
So, this is an invitation. I extend the listen as an invitation. We're going to be recording a Halloween special in a few weeks' time. We've already toyed with the idea of possibly, going to Chillingham Castle in Northumberland and doing some recording from there and putting it into the special. But we want to get you guys who listen more involved. So, like we said on the Facebook, if anybody's got any ghost stories or had any sort of freaky fucking encounters or know anybody that has, get in touch, and then we'll mention your stories on air. And yeah.
Well, as I said,
just don't talk shit.
Most people do seem to have some kind of like paranormal story that they've got, like whether it was them that experienced something or like a close family member.
Yeah.
You always find someone's got a fucking story somewhere down the line. Just chip in with it, man.
Just fire it our way.
Yeah. Just for the banter.
Just for the banter, man.
Because it's fascinating shit.
Oh, it's
But again, you know what it is? The paranormal stuff. It's just exactly the same as the bloody 9/11, JFK. It's always where...
Question.
I suppose there's some evidence to support paranormal activity.
But there's not a lot. There's nothing conclusive.
There's just not quite enough. I think that's why most people like turn to science as like their like where they're like what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Their framework for like understanding the world, because it's the method that yields the results.
Yeah.
But doesn't tell you everything, does it? It doesn't.
So, I mean, I suppose believing in the supernatural, it's kind of like following a religion. It's a belief system, isn't it? Unless something happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you've only got your word against other people's, and if you're talking to a non-believer, you're not going to convert them, because what they'll think is, oh well, you imagined what you wanted to happen. It was all in your mind. And we'll explore more of the paranormal for the Halloween special in a few weeks' time. Tell you guys some ghost stories and shit. Yeah.
It's going to be a fun one. Fun. It's going to be really fun.
It's going to be incredibly fun, yeah. Yeah. Should we shut this one down, Phil?
I think we're fucking running out of ideas, aren't we?
You're not going to say that on air, Philip.
I think shutting this thing back up... That's impossible, isn't it? How do you shut something back up? And that's proof that it was all shit.
We're going to shut this thing up.
Shut it up, man.
Shut it down. Okay, guys. Thanks for listening, as always. Subscribe on YouTube, SoundCloud. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are merging onto iTunes, I believe, any day now. That should happen.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a big time, that, man.
Yeah, it is. So, we could be on iTunes in the very short-term future. Just waiting for them to get in touch. Those assholes. So, take care of yourselves. Thanks for listening.
We love you, as always.
Tolerating our shit for How long's this one? An hour and 45 minutes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, longest one so far, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening to us.
They probably
and,
fell asleep
we love
listening to it anyway.
Oh, there's no.
Are you asleep?
I guarantee the only people listening to this part are me and you when we're listening to it back.
That's probably true.
No one is listening to this right now that isn't me or you.
And if you are listening, tell us.
Hi Phil. Hi David.
Hey guys! Hey guys, you look incredibly sexy. Take them clothes off.
Take them off now. Go on, just pull them.
Oh my god.
Just pull down your pants.
Beautiful.
Quick.
Okay, good night. It's David.
It's Philip.
Why did I say it's David? That's not my name. My name's David.
David. It's David. It's David.
It's David.
It's two guys.
We're totally rambling on like a bunch of fucking tossers.
Let's kill it. Kill it.
Let's shut it down, right? It's David.
It's Phil.
This has been Two Guys, One Garage. Sleep tight, you motherfuckers. Good night.
Bye.
An inside job. There's no, we've discussed 9/11 before, and we've discussed how it's possible that it was a complete inside job. There's aspects of it that kind of aren't as inside as we want them to be, and there might be some conspiracy makers out there who take things too far. But in terms of John F. Kennedy, I think without a shadow of a doubt, it stinks of dog shit.
Yeah,
and
well,
it's a total inside job.
It's similar to 9/11 in the sense that like the people that were designated to protect fucked up badly. Like on 9/11, NORAD and all that, they just didn't respond in a timely fashion and whatnot. And in the case of Kennedy, have you seen the footage of the Secret Service guy that's like jogging alongside the car?
Yeah, is he the one that tries to jump in the back of the car or something like that? In the footage.
Well, this is earlier on.
Oh, right, I think I missed that.
Well, that's this dude. Like, I think it was the protocol to like for them to like accompany the car because it was traveling slowly. So the guy was like jogging along, and then his like superior, the Secret Service like boss of the day, said like, "Nah, like stand down from that. Don't do that." And the guy like holds his arms up as if to say, "What the fuck?" Like, wait on about this is what we've definitely got to do.
Yeah.
And so he was totally confused by that, and so they fucked up there. And the order of the cars in the motorcade was supposedly like it didn't follow like protocol. So like his car should have been in a different position. Like I would imagine. So yeah, covered. From one end to the other. So probably like in the middle between these other cars, like, and the police and stuff. And they repositioned it. And obviously that drives the conspiracy guys wild in terms of thinking. So they got the SS guys to stand down.
Yeah.
And they've totally like repositioned the cars in a way that opens up Kennedy.
He's in an open top car.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even the Pope goes about in an open top car.
Aye. So there's a little fishy that like.
And apparently the way this is me watching a Jesse Ventura video here, but apparently the way that the motorcycles were lined up was almost like what would you call it, man? Like a target site. The way they were like either side of the car. Both sides, it's like trackways, and from the point in the building, apparently that was like a
guide.
A guide, yeah.
Mad.
Whether that could be conjecture, you could be reading into that, but
and that's another thing though with the rifle and that. Well, there's so many things, isn't there? But
it's the amount of shots apparently taken on that rifle.
Yeah, and the rate of fire and
impossible. It's too much of a sluggish gun.
Yeah, that you couldn't like fire off 3 bullets in that like short space of time.
Not at all.
I mean, I know absolutely nothing about bullets.
A lot of people have tried it. You've got obviously Jesse Ventura's tried it, but there's a lot of like. I don't know if they were like what were they?
Proper like.
Proper sort of like
sniper dudes.
Yeah, that's that. You're like
elite
fully
level.
trained elite snipers. They've tried and can't do it. You can't get the rate of fire from that height to hit that target at that range that quick. It's because multiple guns were fired that day, man. That's why.
Yeah.
That's
well,
why.
the official version did it say 3 shots, but then a lot of witnesses heard anywhere between 3 and 8 shots.
It was 3. How many shots was it?
I think officially it was What?
Was it
Well,
3
one
shots in
supposedly
7
missed
seconds or something?
Something like that. But yeah, it's like, again, a lot of questions. We kind of need them answering.
I like the fact that Oswald went to cinema
Yeah.
without paying. He just went in.
Was that after? Fucked it up. Sorry, mate. I was just like, no, he's not gonna do anything. I was like, quickly, Phil.
I'm introducing the podcast.
Oh, this is.
You're a fucking asshole.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's
So,
David.
oh,
Come on, you just fucked it up again.
I'm expecting you to click stop and just be like, right, we'll do it again.
I'm not stopping.
I'm still expecting it.
I'm not stopping. You're still expecting it. It's not gonna happen.
Literally, this stage right now, I'm thinking he's gonna date. He's just testing us.
Nah.
This is just.
Or am I?
It's Phil. It's Phil.
No, that's not the order we're doing in.
Gosh darn it!
It's David.
It's me, Phil,
It's David.
and Phil.
No, it's David.
It's Phil.
It's 2 guys from garage. Let's do this. Well, after that abysmal introduction.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
A lot of things, but where do you want to start?
The beginning.
Well, I was born to a rape.
To a rape.
Not like two. I wasn't like born. Fucking hell! Wake up, Phil. Right, I'm having a drink with this Monster Energy.
Don't say the name.
You said it once before. Monster, they're our sponsor. That's a fact.
Oh, there.
That's a signed fact.
Well, I'm waiting for Monster to get in touch to tell us that then. Fuck it up.
Right, we got off on the wrong foot.
We did.
I fucked up badly.
It's fine, you're forgiven. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Midget Gems.
You ever seen This Is the End?
Nice. No.
Oh, fuck it then.
Seth Rogen.
Aye.
No.
It's just a class line where one of the guys goes, "Ooh, Jay." It's proper funny, which obviously isn't funny at all, me saying it, but
No, I think I've got to see it.
yeah, it's funny because the guy's a black guy and I'm just a fat white guy. He's a fat black guy, so
You're a fat white guy?
I'm a fat white guy from Massachusetts. So, J. Fitzgerald K.
JFK.
He was the man, wasn't he? He's a great guy.
He was a white knight in terms of American power.
You say white knight though, doesn't that have KKK connotations?
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call themselves the White Knight. You'd expect them to.
I was just referring to him being like a knight in shining armour.
Oh yeah, you discriminative fuck. No, but like, I would quite like to know that actually for a fact if they did indeed call themselves that. I'm pretty sure they did.
Do you want us to find out for you
Yes,
on the
please.
internet?
This is why we have the internet. That's why the internet exists.
So you want us to... You want me to...
Just type in White Knight, KKK.
Okay.
Get in, and I'm 100%
You are the white...
correct.
Yeah, the White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
So, according to this podcast,
They are the most...
JFK was a member of the KKK.
That's not how I intended it, Phil. So, these are the White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, and they are considered the most militant.
So they're the bad guys.
They're the biggest motherfuckers.
They've got the nicest name, the White Knights,
Oh, that McKenny.
but they're actually the horriblest cunts.
But no, tonight we're going to be talking about...
Hate it. Like, these guys actually had to work on it and like measure up for a new windscreen for that car and fit it.
That's mad.
And we're sort of like told, don't ever say anything about this, or we'll fucking kill you. Well, I made that bit up. I assume they were warned not to fucking say anything.
That's crazy. That's crazy. There's so much, you know, there's so many strange circumstances surrounding the assassination of JFK.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite clear why they would do it. It was all to do with the Vietnamese War, wasn't it? And the CIA and Cuba.
why the government would do it.
Why they'd kill him off?
See, what I understand, like my belief why they would have done it would be one, because of his amazing secret society speech, which he came out with and pointed out that there was people behind the scenes trying to tamper with policy and decision making and all this, and trying to like essentially fuck with the population. And also, wasn't he planning on like bringing out a currency to run alongside the Federal Reserve's currency? Because the Federal Reserve's like privately owned, isn't it? It's not federal. and you know what you get from that is just like guaranteed debt. Like the people never escape from the debt, because that is like a podcast in itself. I would have to watch all
the monetary system.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
now it's a fuck on you in debt to money that never exists.
Yeah, like
but you've got to
conjure
pay
money out of thin air and stuff. But so he was going to try and issue this currency that was like sort of not going to be putting its people into debt. I didn't really look into it that much, but that was all I needed to know to go, well, that makes sense. Because you know, when they talk about like conspiracy and Illuminati and all this, it's always the money, the banks, and the issuing of currency. It's always those areas that these guys are meant to like run, isn't it?
Well, if
like the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all these.
If that is true, it makes perfect sense, because money rules the world.
Exactly.
Even if you don't want it to,
it's the one thing that
corrupts
corrupts everyone.
Yeah.
You know. And so I thought, he's trying to expose secret societies. He's trying to get the press to report truthfully about things and not like put too much spin on stuff and just be objective. He's trying to say that there are people behind the scenes that have their own agenda, separate from like his party or any other party, and that they're trying to, as I say, pull the strings and stuff. So he's trying to expose all that, and then he's trying to issue this new currency. For me, those two, well, even just one of them would have been enough for them, like, to go, whoever they are, for them to go, yeah, this guy's got a gun. Yeah, he's too honest. The guy's too fucking honest.
You know, I think it's interesting as well how they've pinned it on Oswald, who apparently was a CIA insider. He wasn't the best with weaponry. He was just a radar man in the in the army. And they've pinned it on him. But it's funny because where he's said to have shot Kennedy from, the exact spot in this building, it's cordoned off to the public. It's been left in situ, exactly how it was.
Yeah. Do you know what's pretty good? There's a plaque outside of it, I think, that like gives a description of like the history of the building and stuff. And then it says something like, "This is where Lee Harvey Oswald allegedly assassinated." And I was like,
that's cool.
Pretty good that they put allegedly and didn't just like flat out say, yeah, this is where Lee Harvey Oswald definitely, for a fact, killed Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, well, he allegedly did it.
That's
like,
cool.
Interesting.
I definitely think it would. Well, JFK, but we'll talk about other things too. The assassination. Phil, simple question. Inside job? Lee Harvey Oswald, what do you think? Who did it? Who killed Kennedy?
I think my personal opinion is, somewhere down the line, it's got to have been like an inside job.
So what we're talking CIA, we're talking mob? The mob?
I think more likely to be CIA. A lot of people point towards like the Secret Service, but if anything, if the Illuminati and all that does exist, then it was them.
Yeah, it was it was the powers that be, wasn't it?
Yeah, the ones that are really pulling the strings behind the scenes.
The people behind the scenes. Do you know what was most interesting to me? Is the fact that it wasn't just the one shot.
Yeah.
People think it's just the one shot and he's dead. No. There's multiple shots. He gets shot through the back, and it comes out in the front of his neck.
Yeah, arguably.
Arguably?
That's what the official account is, isn't it? That it goes through the back. Either way, like, I'll get back to that, but yeah, he does. You see it in that clip, don't you? Where he's like brings his hands up to like his chest or his neck.
Yeah.
And then he gets absolutely nailed with a massive, brutal headshot.
It is brutal. I mean, watching it today, and fair enough, you've got all these beheading videos, which I've mentioned before, and that they're disgusting. They're really graphic. But for the time, that was pretty gnarly stuff.
Aye, definitely. The guy's head just got absolutely jacked. And like the shit quality of the footage adds to it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like makes it just seem even crazier.
Footage wise, it's kind of like quality of the footage wise, it's similar to the Bigfoot
Aye, that
footage, that grainy sort of old school.
is that. Did that come out as being a fake? That particular. I mean,
Well, the
obviously it's
bloke-
fake. Fucking hell, it's got to have been.
The guy that released the Bigfoot footage, he was a known con man,
How dare he?
and so that's one of the reasons why a lot of people doubt the footage. And there was somebody who came forward and they said that yes, I was in that suit. But it's the Gimlin footage, the Gimlin film. But a lot of people still think no, it's real.
Idiots.
Shall we watch it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's have a look.
It's got a nice arse on it, hasn't it?
He's got a tight ass.
Hasn't it got tits as well though?
Looks like it.
Which is quite. That's dedication, that, from whoever designed that suit.
It's commitment.
Patterson footage. That sounds more familiar. I've heard that Patterson footage.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, very
Yeah.
shaky fucking cameramanship.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it's got tits, like. It's got nice tits. Hairy, but.
he's just walking as if he's walking to the shops and somebody shouted at him and he just turns around.
Oi,
It looks
Bigfoot!
like someone's shouting
What?
at somebody else and he's turned. You know when someone's shouting at someone, you turn thinking it's for you, and you're a little bit embarrassed. You're like, oh shit, that wasn't for me.
Maybe it was Jesse Ventura shouting at him.
Oi, Bigfoot! Turn yourself around, I want to see the conspiracy.
Oh fuck, I was going to try it. Only hey, show me the conspiracy. That was
Show me the conspiracy.
So what do you think?
what?
No, about this Bigfoot footage.
I think it's totally fake,
Yeah.
but it's mint though. I just can't believe that.
That's the biggest mincer of a Bigfoot I think I've ever seen. Oh. And
especially
busy.
when it's moving backwards. Yeah, the way he's like swinging the arms with the old limp wrist action there.
Yeah.
I just find it weird that they designed a female suit, because adding tits is a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it?
There's definitely breasts on that.
Yeah. Like you'd expect them to go, alright, let's do a Bigfoot vid, and then just make it like a male suit because it's easier. It's flatter.
Yeah.
It's like not much extra shit to hide in there. Because I don't see no dick.
Yeah. It's funny, because I've been doing this is kind of off on another tangent. We've gone from talking about JFK to talking about Bigfoot, now we're going to talk about big cats. But I've obviously done a week of chainsaw training, and I was talking to the guy that was taking charge of the training, and me and him got talking about the subject of big cats, and he says there's definitely big cats in the county, whether that's lynx, panther, just
Whoa.
big cats. They're definitely kicking about. He knows people that's seen them, and he's seen the prints, so that's pretty interesting, isn't it?
Totally don't think of England as harbouring any kind of larger than a house cat. Cat.
I mean, these will all be like escaped, sort of.
What, from zoos and shit?
Yeah, or private collections. Or
What, so there's nothing like that indigenous to England?
no, not now. No.
That's kind of fucking skitsy.
Yeah, I mean, I've just found out that there's wild boar near Gateshead.
Really?
Yeah, I won't say the name of the woods in case people poach them.
One of them would jack you up, one of them. Like.
Oh yeah, where they're okay, but if you get in between them, not on purpose, but if you get in between them and the like piglets,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll come for you, and they can do some serious damage.
Yeah, I bet. Bloody
But to
hell.
have them kicking around, not far from here. Strange,
I
isn't
wonder
it?
what they taste like. Do you think they just taste exactly the same
Fantastic.
as bacon? As bacon.
Well,
and
you can
pigs?
eat wild boar, so I assume it does probably taste quite nice.
Aye, I bet it's absolutely lush.
Definitely. So, going back to JFK, we were saying about the footage and how it still holds up to being quite brutal today.
It certainly does, but when you mentioned about him being shot in the back,
Yeah.
and like coming through from behind type of thing.
And then apparently coming through the front of him, hitting, what is it, Senator Kennedy? Senator
No, Connolly.
Connolly? Hitting Senator Connolly, going down, going into Senator Connolly's back, coming down.
Hit his
into
wrist?
Hitting his wrist, into his
And
leg.
then he went into his leg.
and then bounced out.
Yeah.
The magic bullet.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. But have you heard about the doctors that sort of like checked out Kennedy's body before they started tampering with it and stuff. And
They tampered with his body.
we'll get there.
Oh, see, I don't know about this bit.
Well-
I'm excited, Phil.
Well, basically,
You better not fucking disappoint.
Oh, fuck it! Don't you worry. This is gonna be interesting shit right here. 2 guys, 1 garage. So these doctors, I wish I could give you some names, but I didn't take any notes. But, they noted that the wound in the neck was actually an entry wound,
Ah.
and that
Oswald was meant to be behind.
Oswald was behind, so that suggested that he'd been shot from the front, and he heard about the windscreen, the bullet hole in the freaking windscreen of the what they call it, the Lincoln Continental, what a class name for a vehicle.
That is pretty.
That was totally
epic.
covered up, if that indeed was true. But that was claimed that there was a hole through the windscreen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And what they said from there was that the car was sort of like hidden away and taken to some random Ford plant in like, I can't remember, was it Chicago? I've got no idea. Either way, it was taken away and supposedly the windscreen was taken out and they put in a brand new one just to like sort of like